Hello and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop stream, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. And today we are playing through Marvel Champions. We are on the second part of the Sinister Motives campaign, but if you didn't miss the first part, don't worry about it. I do have a link in the description below. But you know what? Each of these missions in Marvel Champions, while the story does build, is kind of its own thing, right? So I don't think people are missing anything. What do you think, Terence?
No, I mean, I think you can watch it, but and it'll be fine. There isn't a ton that leaks over. It's not like Arkham where you're missing out on a ton, but I do think I still enjoy the like comic bits that tie the pieces together.
Yeah, so we do have some comments already. We were a little bit late starting, so thank you for everybody who hung out. Thomas Clark says, I love this. This music always makes me think of old game shows like the 70s. It's just incredible, funky little groove. It's great. And Craig says, lots of laugh. It does. Okay, so I have a story about this. So this music started off as the theme song for our podcast, the One Stop Co-op Shop podcast. And I asked one of my buddies who's a musician to make something for me. Well, he had this piece of music already put together, so he didn't have to make it. But he let me use it, and I said, I'm looking for something kind of like this. And it was actually the theme to another podcast I listened to at the time, who was friends of mine, which was, I feel terrible now. I forget the name of the podcast. But anyway, it was this other podcast, and it had like this funky little music to it. And he's like, yeah, I think I could do something like that. And he had this piece of music already put together. So, yeah, this is a good friend of mine. His name is Jason. And he put this together, and he and his wife make music as well. So I should probably put some links in the show notes for their music as well. So this is a custom piece of music, I guess, that is just for us, Terence. What do you think? What do you think about that?
Pretty cool. That's what you get for that good production value, huh?
Yes. Well, I mean, and for free, right? I mean, that's the other thing. I was like, I did offer to give him money for it after we, brought in some money, but we're very good friends. So I bought all of his albums, and I will link those in the show notes as well. Although I will tell you, it's so funny because Jason is like one of the sweetest, nicest people you will ever meet in your entire life. But the stuff he does is like death metal, like totally nothing like what you hear in our music. By the way, it's like totally like heavy like. Like very, very different than what we have. But I still say we should all support him. And actually, his wife and him make other music under a different name, which I really like. Which is
that is not death metal.
It's not death metal. It's more like 80s pop. She's the lead singer in it, and he makes a lot of the music. And that they only have one album under that heading, I think, and they only have like 6 songs maybe. But they're all great. I love them all. So I will definitely link them in the show notes. I'm trying to... Mindless Faith is his main band name. It just came to me. And Slink City is the band with his wife. So if you like death metal, check out Mindless Faith. And if you like 80s hip-hop, or not hip-hop, like one-hit wonders, check out Slink City. Slink City. They do good stuff. I know you can buy their stuff online. It's like, whatever, 99 cents a song or whatever. But Terrence, I've spent a whole lot of time talking about music when we started. Sorry, I got caught on a tangent there, but it reminded me.
That's how you do. That's why people come to get the people and the games, right?
Exactly. All right, so we got Craig out there that says, hello all. Hello, Craig. How are you? We got Victor out there who already retracted a message, so he probably said something nasty about me talking about music, which is fine. No, I'm just kidding. Victor's great. Terrence is all fancy tonight. Yeah, Terrence, tell us about it.
Yeah, I was actually just at a wedding. We had a jet early because I had this scheduled, so.
So you left a wedding to come stream tonight?
Yep.
Tell me you're kidding, Terrence.
No, I did. I told you I'd come, and I showed up.
I mean, that's above and beyond. That is ridiculously above and beyond. Next time, just text me that you can't make it, and we'll make something work. That's ridiculous.
No, I mean, it started at like 5, so we were there for some number of hours, and it was just like kind of schmoozing, and it was going to end in like another hour or something, so... It was fine. It's just like they got married and there was supposed to be wedding as you do when you get married during the pandemic in 2020,
Right.
and so it was the like they've had a kid since then.
I was just
And
thinking that.
so
I was like, how many
yeah,
people have like had to postpone their wedding so they just went ahead and got pregnant before they got married? I bet
yeah.
it's
Well, they did the courthouse thing, so they have been married since 2020.
right.
But like, you know, they, didn't put their life on hold, and had a kid, and so it was kind of the like, let's have the celebration and kind of do that. So that was the thing tonight.
So Thomas Clark says, left a wedding to play a game. Terrence is a dude with his priorities in order. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So speaking of getting your priorities in order, I have figured out my schedule for Con of Heroes, and it's not great, Terrence. It's not great.
Yeah, I saw 8:24, right?
I
PM.
yeah, I do.
Are you even stopping by the convention when you get in? You're just gonna hang out with Barrett?
Well, how late does the thing stay open?
Like the convention center or the event?
Both. So for everybody who doesn't know,
Okay.
I accidentally scheduled, and yes, it is truly accidental. I literally thought that I had scheduled to work a convention on Tuesday and Wednesday this week, and I scheduled it for Friday and Saturday, which was not this week, but the week of Con of Heroes. I totally misread the dates, and yeah, I totally signed up for something that that conflicted completely with Con of Heroes. So I will be there for Sunday for sure, but I will be in San Diego through that Friday and Saturday, and I will be showing up late Saturday night. What did we say? Like 9 o'clock, basically.
It's like 8:24 is when your flight lands.
Right. So by the time I get out of the airport, I mean, I won't.
Oh, it closed at 11. The convention center.
Okay. Then I certainly will try to be there by 9, so we can get a couple games in that night. I won't have eaten, but that'll be okay. We'll make it work.
Yeah. Well, the kitchen closes at 9, so if you tell me when you land what you want to eat, I could order something for you.
Oh, they have a kitchen? See, we'll have to figure all that out for sure.
Yeah, that's like the big thing. It's like why it was really convenient for Con of the Ring was like you can order lunch and dinner and never have to leave the venue and just keep playing games.
Now, do they have a bar?
I believe you can get beer there as well.
Okay. Well, I'm already going to place my order for that, and maybe 2. And because, if I'm only going to be there for a couple hours. Well, that's all right. It's fine. We'll make it work. We'll figure it out. Well, actually, the bar probably doesn't close at 9, right? Just the kitchen.
It says the kitchen closed at 9. I don't know what that. I don't know
means.
If that's like everything, yeah.
Well, anyway,
Sure, yeah. Anyways, yeah.
By the way, we're gonna have to buy a round of drinks every time we pull Shadows of the Past over the weekend.
Is that how that
right?
works? That could be really expensive for the one-stop co-op shop.
That is drinks for everybody. One-stop co-op shop.
You're just gonna encourage everyone to root against you. That's
I mean, let's be honest. We don't need people rooting against us for it to go poorly. And the funny thing is, you and I will probably be in separate games just so we can spread the love around a little bit. And so that's double the chances.
The Past Club, is that what you're trying to say?
Oh yeah, there's something to that. I don't know what it is, but there's something to that. But anyway, I will be there all day Sunday for Con of Heroes, so look forward to that. I look forward to meeting everybody there who gets a chance to make it, and if you can't make it, that's all right. I am also going to be at Origins this year, and I am Gen Con this year. I'm sorry, not sure about Origins yet, and PAX as well. So there'll be a couple places to see us. Are you going to be at Gen Con this year?
I have tickets bought for Gen Con. I'm trying to figure out if I am actually going to go or not, but
Gotcha.
yeah, I mean it wasn't the same last year. I heard, right?
I didn't do Gen Con. I did Origins.
Like a ton of vendors and stuff pulled out. If I recall last year.
Yep. But there's still a ton, right? It's not like there's 0 people left at Gen Con. There's still a lot going on. I went to Origins. That was definitely not the same. I went to PAX. That felt just fine. That felt perfect.
PAX is much later in the year, though, right?
Yes, it was. That was But Gen Con's a full half a year later, right? So who knows? I mean, it also depends where we're at that point, with the pandemic and everything else.
Yeah.
So Victor says, speaking of rooting against the OSCS crew, Steve and Kim were playing against Dr. Doom on Marvel United the other day, and I had a blast rooting against them. Well, the best time to root against us is always on, what is that called? The children's, Extra Life. Yes, where you can buy stuff to just totally kill us, which definitely happened quite a bit at last year's Extra Life. So that is always the best time to root against us, when children make money, we donate to children for bad stuff happening to us. So I don't know what Extra Life is this year, but I definitely remember.
Are you gonna have a thing if you do Marvel Champions where every time you draw Shadows of the Past, One Stop Co-op Shop donates money?
Oh, we could do that. We could definitely. I mean, we only play one game, so it's probably unlikely to happen more than once. But we definitely might do something like that. I mean, we all donate money anyway, and definitely we raised quite a bit of money last year for children's hospitals. But I remember 2 games specifically. I think our Paleo game was pretty hilarious, and I know our Bullet game was pretty funny from last year's Extra Life, with people just totally helping us or wrecking us, or I don't remember all the details, but I remember laughing hysterically as people donated hand over fist to get us killed, for sure.
I don't feel like you need help getting killed in that game.
I mean,
that game is not easy.
Which one?
Bullet.
Oh, we had one until I was like, unless somebody donates now, and then literally 5 people simultaneously donated money. So we had to add, I think we were adding like 10 tokens per player, so we had to add 50 tokens into bags. It was ridiculous. Like we were like, I think we got this. And we got cocky, and then like literally a bunch of people donated at once, and it was no good. It was no good. Victor said, yeah, that was fun. I remember that event. Thomas said, I should start waiving money to make games a nightmare during Extra Life. Duly noted. Yes. People were super nice, though. We actually gave everybody the option. Like, it was like, if you donate, you could choose what you wanted to do. You could choose to either help us or hurt us with that money. And it went both ways, certainly, throughout the course of the day. But definitely not during Bullet. That was ridiculous. All right, well, we're a few minutes in now. We should probably actually play a game tonight. What do you think, Terence?
Yeah, that's probably why people are here, I think.
I mean, maybe. They might just be here to hear stories of our lives. I hear some people join some streams for that. But anyway, let's get into it. So we did not go over the story last time, so let's go ahead and do it. We had just defeated Sandman. So it says, you kidding me? I'm not telling you twerps who my employer is or what they want. What? William, we already know. You know about Osborn? I can't believe that actually worked. Yeah, thanks for the intel, Sandman. All right, so we're out. And then we goes to Oscorp. Flip. Leave us alone. Uh-oh. Venom's here. So this is not the Venom we can play. I mean, I guess the symbiote's the same, but this is the Eddie Brock Venom that we are going to fight against here.
I feel like he's definitely like the de facto Venom most people think of when you say Venom, right?
Well, when I played Venom today, so I did play with my son today, and I played Venom. He's like, who is this Venom? Why does he have guns? I was like, different Venom. But yes. So we got here. Phew, that was close. Blinded by rage, Venom charges at you, shouting something or other about how you won't capture him again. Every attempt you make to repel the onslaught is ultimately in vain, enraging him further with each hit, and the brutality of his blitz starts to overwhelm you. However, from high atop Oscorp, you see an old bell tower not too far away. If you can lure Venom in that direction, which shouldn't be hard given his frenzied fever, you may be able to use the bell's sonic vibrations to your advantage. All right, so this is a Venom scenario. So he is tough and steady. I guess we should probably give him tough.
It's down here.
Oh, just kidding. I already gave him tough. He's steady also. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Tooth and Nail side scheme and put it into play. That should already be in there. And then Vengeance. Force response. After you attack and damage Venom with the card you control, place a face down boost card on your identity. Well, let's talk about that because that's not necessarily going to happen right away. During setup, we place the bell tower. Upon spotting you, Venom goes into a frenzy, attacking you relentlessly and causing havoc around the city. So it's a force interrupt. When Venom activates against you, move each face down boost card from your identity to Venom. So you actually individually get boost cards as you deal damage to Venom. Now that deal damage to Venom is very key to this because we got this bell tower environment here. If there are at least 3 times the number of player chime counters here, flip this card. Interrupt. When any amount of damage would be dealt to Venom by an attack, you may place the chime counters on here instead. So again, if you decide to place it as chime counters, that is not dealing damage to Venom from what I understand. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Alright, so the Venom symbiote is very sensitive to loud noises. Let's flip this over and just see what this means. So increase all damage Venom takes by 1 when we get to flip this over. And if there are no chime counters here, flip this card. Force interrupt. When Venom attacks would deal any amount of damage to an identity, remove that many chime counters from here. Each chime counter removed this way prevents 1 of that damage. So he's going to be getting extra boost cards against us, but we can prevent some of that damage by flipping this bell tower over and making it so that some of this damage doesn't go to us, but instead gets absorbed by the bell tower. We still have Public Outcry, which just adds a card draw at the end, but the only way to get rid of this is after a minion or side scheme is defeated, remove 1 notoriety counter from here. So we got to defeat stuff, which reminds me, I think actually during setup we do need to add, let's see, setup, shuffle each card, record an Osborne deck. Wow, tech, I did that, and we place an extra threat on the main scheme. So no, we are not to the point where we are adding any cards. So this would normally have 4, so it's going to go up to 5 at the beginning. Tooth and Nail.
It's normally at 4. Is it 1 per player though, so it goes to 6.
Wait, does it say 1 per player?
Yeah, place 1 per player threat.
Oh no! I played that wrong on my campaign too. Oh well. Shh. My campaign with my son went flawlessly. Nothing went wrong.
Peter reads well.
I mean, there's a little player thing after there. That doesn't seem like it's very fair. Alright, so we got a response on Tooth and Nail. After Venom takes any amount of damage from an attack, remove that amount of threat from here. So we want to damage Venom, but we don't want to damage Venom because all that damage just gives us boost cards. So, interesting. Now,
you don't get the boost card for Tough because he doesn't take any amount, right?
Right, because it's only when he takes damage. After attacking and damaging Venom with a card you control. So it does include allies, though. Now, this one says only from an attack, though. So only attacks remove it from here. Now, I assume that also means ally attacks, though, because it doesn't say not. So, Yep. All right, so it says he has 18 health, but that's a big fat lie. He has 36 health. We know this. Clearly, I set the game up before you came in. So just as a reminder, I am using Miles. I'm using a Justice deck. I got a Shield Tech here, permanent setup. My basic thwart can only remove threat from a scheme with the most threat. And your hero gets +1 thwart. And your basic thwarts ignore crisis icons. So I have a thwart of 3 right now, which is good, but it can only remove it from the biggest threat. All right, I didn't draw my cards yet. Do you want to go first or you want me to go first? You've already mulliganed, done all that stuff. So you're using Gwen. We're both on the wrong side. You're -1 thwart, which means 0. +1 attack, and your heroes get overkill. Oh, you just get that matter of fact, huh?
Yep.
All right, so what do I got going here? Oh, I got some laying down the law. I should probably keep that to remove some threat from this Tooth and Nail, right? And then I can thwart that. So I can get 7 off of it if I do that. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. If it is a stun status, deal an additional 3.
I mean, if you double lay down the law, you can get all 8. Even.
I mean, it could, and then I could thwart the main scheme. Making an entrance. I don't need that.
Sense of Justice seems good, right?
Which one's that? Exhaust it. Well, yeah. I mean, if assuming I get
in theory you could use one
double
to pay
resource
for down the law.
Yes. I mean, basically, then I would double lay down the law, and that's all I would do. I mean, it's not terrible.
Venom Blast does a stun, I think. Is that right?
It does do a stun. Now, he is steady, so I would need 2 stuns. But Venom Blast would be pretty good, too. Or Web Shot. The problem is I can't do everything, right? Mm-hmm. So, why don't you go first, and we'll think about my turn. By we, I mean me, while you're going.
Okay. I'm going to fetch my dad to get some parental guidance. George.
So, by the way, just one last distraction while you're thinking. Thomas Clark says, so I should start. Oh no, we already covered that. You can play if you want. I'm just happy I have successfully derailed the first 10 minutes with music talk by mentioning the theme song. And then Victor laughs. Peter nailed Ghost Spider's voice. Arden also approves of the voice choice. Thank you. Anything else is just icing on the cake. By the way, it's the accent's gonna change no matter what I. Throughout the course, because that voice is definitely not stuck in my head. I'll have to listen back if I want to try to make it the same.
Should I Ghost Kick or Phantom Flip or something, or what is the? My Ghost Kick would actually flip the tower for the exact 6.
But we don't want to flip for 6, is what I've decided. I've decided you want to get that as high as possible, right? Before you flip it, because you want it to take as long as possible to flip back over. Now, maybe not turn 1, maybe 6 is fine. I
mean, like, I agree with that, but also, like, if you're getting an extra boost card, having the 6 and just burning all through it on the first turn also isn't terrible, right?
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, your call. Terrence, I am not going to direct you, buddy. You do you.
I assume I don't need thwarting here for Phantom Flip.
No, you do not need to thwart. I will definitely double thwart unless we want me to web shot, which I don't think is the right call. I mean, I got 2 cheap allies too, which kind of sucks. I mean, maybe I play one of my allies. No, I can't. I needed some double resources, and I didn't.
Yeah, I guess I wanted. Well, it's fine. I feel like I'm not the best person to take the tough off, but it's fine.
I mean, you don't have to this turn.
I can't Ghost Kick if he has tough very effectively.
I mean, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
I mean, it does make sense that you can't do it. Now, how are you going to Ghost Kick? You don't have to.
Right here.
Remove ticket. Oh, it is a double resource. Okay.
Yeah, I usually don't pay for it. I usually don't pay ticket until late game.
Well, no. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Use it as a double resource until you need it. All right, so you do 6. You're going to put it on the bell tower, you said?
What are your thoughts? I mean, I could not, but I if I'm taking this extra boost card, I would like some help here.
No. I definitely think, what am I doing? What is going on? Oh, I'm hitting. I'm not hitting 1. That's my issue. So let me straighten this. Let me change this to 90 degrees. And then let me hit 6 instead of whatever I was hitting. Oh, I got to flip it. That's the problem. And then we flip this. All right. I'm back with it. Oh my gosh. I feel like that's something that could happen in real life as well, right? Like I could totally. Yeah.
Then I get to. I get to remove 6 off Tooth and Nail. Is that correct?
I am gonna get rid of Tooth and Nail. Yes.
Do I get to remove 6 because I did 6 damage to him?
No, you didn't. You did no damage to him. It all went here because if you read it, when any amount of damage would be dealt to Venom by an attack, place that many chime counters here instead. So you literally did 0 damage to him, which is why you don't get the boost card. Also. That makes sense? Takes any amount of damage from an attack, but he takes 0 damage from that attack, right?
Yes. Do we not want to flip it then?
No, we do want to flip it. I think flipping is the right call. I just think I wish you would have been able to do that 3 damage first if he wasn't tough, and then done it. Then it would be up to 9 instead of 6.
Yeah, I
right?
mean, at that point you would have been first player. Which is why I gave it to you.
I mean, I don't think I'm not really attacking anyway. So
yeah, I just need you to plank tough off, I guess, is all. But it's fine.
Yeah. Well, did I have an action to possibly do it? No, I didn't.
No, you have to be.
Well, I had web shot, which would have.
If you had double life, you could have done it.
Yes. Well, I discarded that because that's who I am. That's who I am, Terence. I am that double life.
Wait, are you?
I'm literally. Oh, you're right. You're right. I needed to pay for this first.
Before you flip.
Yeah, I need to pay for this first. So sense of justice. Then I'm going to flip. I'm going to use sense of justice to lay down the law once. Remove 3. Instead, remove 4 if you use a mental resource, which that is. So we will remove 4. Bink, 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 bink. And then I'm going to use arrows, which is also a mental resource, to pay for a second lay down the law, which will remove another 4. Plink, 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 which gets rid of this.
Good.
So we don't draw an extra card. And public outcry goes down to 5. Now, because of this card, I get +1 to my thwarting, which makes it 3. And
good thwarting.
I mean, remove 3 from the scheme with the most threat, which would be that one.
Yep.
And that's that. I mean, the other option is I could have done 3 damage to Venom. I don't think that's the right call, though. All right. So I'm going to ready up, and I'm going to draw it.
It does mean any retaliate now actually hits for 2, right?
Yep. Anytime they take damage. So on this side, when Venom, or increase all damage Venom takes by 1 from any source. So in fact, let's say I had decided to, what was that one card? Web shot, where it says deal 4 damage and then resolve Venom Blast. So I would have done 5 damage with web shot, right? Then I would have done Venom Blast, which does another 2 damage. So I would have done 5 instead of 4 and 3 instead of 2 if I had done it that way instead. So that would have been quite a bit of damage on turn 1. Now I would have taken 2... No. It says from attacks, or... Yes, it says from attacks. After you attack Venom and take damage. So I don't think... No, my Venom Blast is a special, not an attack. Now, the original one would have been attack, so I would have had 1 extra boost card in that situation. Yeah. So, just to clarify things for those out there, because this is the first time we're showing off.
Hexbolt's super good against Venom then, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just do that 2 damage.
2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, which 3, 3, 3. Yep. I mean, this... I believe Venom is easier than Sandman. That is my personal opinion. The only way you screw up is if you just take a bunch of cards because you attacked them 50 times, like an idiot. And actually, I want to talk about this after the cast today. I want to talk about dying on purpose, or maybe taking damage versus threat, just as an after stream discussion. Not dying on purpose, but it's something I thought about today, as something that we definitely don't do right now, but something to think about that might help multiplayer strategy. All right. So we've drawn our cards up, we've done all this stuff, so we are going to add 2 threat to the scheme. Then Venom is going to attack you. He attacks for 6. I assume you're not going to defend because all 6 of that damage goes here.
I'm going to defend this right here.
Oh, that's right, because it doesn't matter. It won't remove it. That's right. All right, so it's 2 plus a boost. The boost
gets
is
discarded.
2 more. So that's 4 total damage.
Defiance just ignores the card. You discard it.
Oh, you're right. So you just took 2 damage. Now, why are you readying yourself?
Because I have dizzying reflexes, dude.
When you play a defense card. That's right. Interrupt or response, which this is definitely a hero interrupt. You ready yourself. That's right. So you blocked all the damage. And you're going to play Unflappable?
Yes.
And you're going to Unflappable. And Laser Goggle. All right. So we are done with that. So now he's going to try to attack me. I am not going to defend because I thwart for 3. Right?
Yeah, you can burn the entire bell tower if you want.
I mean...
Wait, hold on.
It's going to partially burn the bell tower, right? Is what's going to happen here. Actually, you know what? I'm swinging in. I'm going to defend. You know what? I'm going to defend.
Wait, hold on. After I defend, should I play Counterpunch for 3? Do you think that's worth it?
He defends against enemy attack. I mean, you know what's in your hand.
Defense, you also know what's in my hand.
I mean, you decide. I'm not gonna. I mean, you could perfectly pay for 2 of your cards right now.
Right, and then I can basically stats across the Spider-Verse with George Stacy, right?
Oh, if you do decide to, well, but you'd still have 2 cards extra. You'd have 1 extra card, even with storing 1. So if you don't spend it, then you'll have 2 resources to pay for 1, and then you'll have 2 resources to pay for a second card this turn. So the question is, do you want to play 1 or 2 cards this turn? Is that 3 damage better than what you could play?
Yeah. Cross Spider-Verse has no value right now because I don't have any Web Warriors in my discard.
Okay, but would Pirouette, what's that? When cards revealed.
That's only. It depends on the treachery we get, right? So I just don't know.
I mean, is it going to be 3? Probably not. So Counterpunch just.
Well, I mean, I feel like the advantage of Pirouette and Punch is more canceling than the damage, right?
Oh, it cancels and.
Yeah. I guess not. We should probably plan on playing Pirouette if we're drawing.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that you want to play Pirouette. That seems better than because it's the damage and the cancel when revealed part of it. All right, yeah. So I am going to. I think I defend, right, to try to preserve this bell tower as much as possible. I don't think my damage.
That's your call.
I mean, I've got 4 justice.
Yeah, I don't think you need to be ready.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I prevent 2 of the damage. He attacks for 2, plus a boost. Reveal this card.
Yeah.
All right, so bell tower loses nothing because I blocked all of it. Venom's
no,
attacks...
he gets +1. He gets +1 on this attack.
Oh, right. So he immediately gets it. So it removes 1 counter, but that's not too bad.
That's pretty good, right?
Attacks game overkill. Gain 2 counters on this bad boy.
So
after
now
Venom
we do want to damage him.
Takes any amount of damage from an attack, remove a rage counter from here. Yeah, so we just got to damage him twice. Well, we're going to damage him, right? Because the bell tower's on the damage him side. So that just makes sense to damage him. All right. So that is that. Go ahead and draw your card. I'll draw mine. And let's keep this thing. Let's get
draw 3 cards, right?
What?
I draw 2.
Why do you draw 2? Oh, because of this stupid public outcry. Right. Yes. Go for it.
Here you go.
Oh, awesome. Exhaust him to remove it from the game. Discard both of them from play. If neither was discarded this way, this card gains Surge. Okay, well, it gains Surge.
Do you want to flip or not? You get a shuffle if you flip.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call. Why not, then? I mean, there's literally no reason not to do it, right? Throw a web shot in there?
Oh, I mean, only if you want to shuffle something, right?
I mean, web shot I like better than double life. Acrobatics is good. Now, so here's my question on this card. All right, so let's actually do this. Because he is steady, so he does not get stunned unless... Or he holds a stun counter, but they need 2 stun counters to make him actually, like, not take damage. So this says, deal 2 damage to an enemy. If that enemy has a stun status card, deal 3 additional damage. I assume that even if he's holding 1 and not stunned, that they would still take extra damage, right? Because it says if they have a stun status card. It doesn't say if they are stunned. If the enemy has a stun status card, deal 3 damage. If the enemy has a confused status card. So, I mean, this card is even better against an enemy with stalwart or steady. Right?
Maybe.
I mean, you can think about that, but it says they have a card. It doesn't say they are stunned or whatever. I think that's right. But anyway. All right, I am flipped, but you do, since I had nothing to do there, you do have to get another card. Or do I have to get the extra card?
Yo, that was my question.
I think I have to get the extra card.
Yeah, because it says this card gains Surge, and at that point it's given to you, right?
Yep. Yeah, so at the time of the Surge, it is given to me. Victor says, yep, that's how I play it, because it just says has to have it, not under the effect. Yep. Ooh, Threat or Menace. When revealed, you may change form. If you are in hero form, place 2 Threat on the main scheme. If you're in alter ego form, you cannot change form. I assume you're just going to add 2 Threat.
If you're okay with that,
I mean, I'm
I
alright.
assume you'd want me to be able to do hero things.
Yes, I would like you. I mean, on the turn, we need to damage him to get rid of the extra attacky. Yes. When revealed, Venom activates against you. Each boost icon boost card turn face up during this activation gets +1 boost. Well, that's
Do you
great.
want me to cancel that?
Oh, and that would do, what, 2 damage to him? I mean, there's no guarantee the next card's going to be a treachery. So I feel like that's probably the one to cancel, right? So you do that, it cancels its when revealed effects, and then he's going to take 2 damage because it's 1 from the 1 boost icon. Actually, it's going to be 3 damage. Yep. 1 extra from that, equal to 1 more than the number of boost icons, which would be 2. And then he'll take a 3rd one because he takes extra damage, right?
I'm just gonna put my boosts as sideways over here.
So here's the question. Oh, is that an attack?
It's if you do any damage. Oh, after you attack and damage. It is not an attack, actually.
It is not an attack, so you don't get an extra boost because this says.
And this is any damage, so this does remove a
So
counter.
this does remove. Yeah, so that's the thing. There's ways that this is not exactly how you think it is, as far as like. It's not as bad as it feels like it could be. Like, if you use cards that are not attack against him, it is very good because you get the extra damage. You remove counters from here. Oh, no, it says from an attack, by the way. This does say from an attack. So.
Wait, what?
Venom's card does say from an attack. After Venom takes any amount of damage from an attack. So, that is not an attack. Yeah, so this says you don't take a card unless you attack and damage. But this one just says anytime you take damage is +1. So, all right. Got that straight. All right, so that was canceled and Shadows of the Past. No. For whom the bell tolls. When revealed, remove 2 chime counters from the bell tower. Wait, I added 2 threat here. By the way, this was just at 5. So we canceled that, didn't we?
I canceled this.
Oh, no, he activates against you. I'm sorry. No. We did add 2 from the other thing. Never mind. Remove 2 chime counters from the bell tower. If the bell tower is quiet, take 1 damage. If it's ringing, remove 1 threat from the main scheme. Boom. So this goes down to 6. This goes down to 3. So that actually helped us.
Aren't you glad I flipped it?
I am glad, and I'm glad you didn't cancel it. Yeah, no, that was great. That worked out perfectly. All right, so I will take the first player marker. And let's get this party started. All right, so I'm going to flip back over, which does absolutely nothing. Question is, do I put in web shooter? So I got double life.
That would allow you ready for what that's worth.
Yeah, so that's the question. Do I double life? I mean, I could do damage.
Web shooter does allow you to pay for that.
With a fist?
To get the fist, yeah. If you put it into play.
I mean, I could also put confused on from swinging in, right? Like that also.
I mean, you still need to hit him twice to confuse, right?
I actually think I do that instead of 4 justice.
I mean, that we determined that 4 justice is worse than swing in.
Right, but it's good to have. Oh, but I also have web shot. Huh.
But you do have sense that you can use to help pay for swing in.
So I could actually right now pay for both swinging in and web shot.
There's no ing in that, by the way. It is swing in.
Swing in. All right, fine. Either way, I could swing in.
I guess do you want to ready?
I don't need to. I mean, I could swing in the web shot.
If you want to, if you do the ready, you can help me damage for.
But
now
I can help damage
angry.
with web shot. That's an attack. That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's by far the best play here.
But you don't get web shooter right out if you do that.
I would not get web shooter. Would be the only negative. But I still think it's the right call. All right, I'm flipping. I'm doing it. So I discard double life, and I use sense of justice to pay for swing in. Remove 4 threat from a scheme. If you paid for this card using a mental resource, which I did because sense of justice is. So remove 4 threat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then see. Here's the deal. I get tough, and he gets confused. I mean, that seems perfect. And again, he's not confused because he's steady. But having one confused card on works for my other card that does damage. Now, I don't have it in my hand right now, but I have a few of them in my deck. That seems good. All right, so now I use 4 Justice and Web Shooter. So that's a Lightning and a Fist resource to pay for this and deal 4 damage. If you paid for this using a Lightning resource, resolve Spider-Man's Venom Blast. All right, so again, this does 4 damage, which becomes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I do my Venom Blast, deal 2 damage and stun it, which is 1, 2, 3, and stunned. Now, I did do 1 attack, so let's do that, which also I did an attack, so I take a boost card. So yeah, I think you turn it sideways. And is that everything? Yeah. I mean, that felt pretty good. Oh, so you paid a double 2 resources to what?
Put in web bracelet.
So Web Bracelet, after you resolve an interrupt or responsibility on an event, exhaust Web Bracelet to draw a card. Seems good.
I'll just stack for 3, which gets boosted to 4.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, keep them up there. All right. I think that's it. Oh, no. This goes bye-bye.
It's gone. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Venom feels like he's really close to being a hard villain. But, well, we could talk about that at the end, too. He feels a little bit short of that. But anyway, let's go ahead and ready up and draw it. All right. I got my cards. Let's get going. All right, so we're going to add 2 threat to the scheme. Then he is going to attack me for 2. I'm tough, so I don't care. What do you want to do?
I mean, you just take it, right?
Yeah, so that means nothing will get removed from the bell tower. Is that correct? How does that work?
Yeah, because you would not prevent any damage.
Right. All right. So, it gets a star when revealed. So remove 2 chime counters.
Well, never mind. It does stuff does get removed now.
But we remove a threat from the scheme also. So, again, that worked out just fine. And then I only would have taken 2 damage, but my tough says I only take 0 damage. Oh, we do this as well. That's right, because he's double boosted. Oh, that would have been 5 damage. So way better that I had that. All right.
I'm gonna defend here.
All right. You doing anything else or just a normal defend?
I'm gonna defiance the one of these cards. Doesn't matter which one.
Boost card an enemy. All right. So you defiance that one. And then you take this. So it's 3 plus 2 is 5. You have 3 defense, so you take 2. Nothing you can do about it?
Nope.
That's unfortunate.
Wait. Hold on. I do get to draw this card first.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you ain't playing that. Actually, you could. If you wanted to get rid of Helicarrier. You could play Spider-Man instead.
It's not worth it.
No, I don't think so either. All right. So where are we at? So we're taking bad cards now. So I take 2. You take 1. My first one is the Villain Schemes. Well, yay. So that's 2 plus 3 more. That's 5. Remember how I said I didn't have to remove threat? Those days are over. The villain attacks you. I don't have an extra boost card. You defending this?
Do you need me to defend that?
I don't need you to, but do you want to try to get Unflappable to go off, or?
I mean, he's attacking for 2. Like, chances of that are pretty low, but
the question is, do I care enough to block it myself? I mean, I don't mind flipping over. I have Jefferson Davies, so me flipping down isn't the worst thing in the world.
So you want to eat it?
I think I'll just eat it. Why not? I mean, I literally have a bunch of nothing in my hand right now.
Or wait, so you thwart for 4 plus 2 would be 6. So you're like 2 short of basically getting that to 0.
Oh,
to get the heal, to do the heal.
Yeah. I mean, if you brought Spider-Man in, that would be good. But don't worry about it. Yeah, here's the problem. I'm literally playing nothing this turn.
Justin Davis.
I mean, that's it. That's literally all I'm doing this turn. And I guess I'm putting Skilled Investigator down, but
Sure. All right.
If I defend.
Wait. Should I just use this too? By the way, on my turn to just flip it back.
What do you mean?
To prevent one of the.
Oh, you
damage.
have to do that. You have to. That's not an optional thing.
Yeah.
So this is to 0, and this is flip back over.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like we should have done that.
Yeah. So so nothing will be reduced. Oh, so that means you did take no damage, or did you still take 1?
I took 1.
Oh, boo.
It's fine.
All right, so I am taking an attack right now. Do I defend? That's the question. I mean, I guess not. No, I'm not defending. I'm just taking it. Oh, that would have been it, Terence. You would have blocked and unflappable. That's fine.
Should have asked me for it.
I did, Terence. I said do it. I didn't really.
I feel like your commit on that was pretty low.
Oh, it was very low, for sure. Friends and family obligation.
Oh man.
While in hero form, increase the resource cost of each event you play by 1. Alter ego
that hurts
discard.
So bad.
So are you gonna flip this turn? I don't need to flip.
I would like to not have to pay 1 for every event that I play.
All right.
This this feels like a middle finger to Ghost Spider, like her entire build, right?
I mean, well, finger away, Terence.
Okay. Yeah. So I think I play Helicarrier.
I mean, you certainly play Helicarrier. Now the problem is you can't really play anything else. You could attach 2 cards to George Stacy, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that true when you're flipped?
Do I want bait and switch? I don't think I do. I mean, I guess I can always get rid of it, right? No, I don't know if you can get rid of it.
Well, can you use that to discard for this?
No, it has to be Bendy.
All right.
My plan was to, and I don't know if I want to attack him, right? Like, do we, or maybe don't care about the double boost on the
threat?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be removing 6 of the 8. That's fine.
Okay. So I should attack just to start getting more of these on there?
So 3?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, 3 attacks not terrible.
And
then you're going to flip?
Yeah, and then I think I just pitch this to get rid of that, and that gives you a Helicarrier for your turn for the turn that you don't need it.
Well, I mean, I'll use it for making an entrance. That lets me keep my 2 double resource, or one of my double resources at least. So definitely putting Jefferson Davis in. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Because wait a minute, can I use this? No, it's not a thwart event.
No, it's not a thwart event.
So there you go. Making an entrance. So I scheme for 5. Is that what it is?
Yep. It's +2, so yeah, 5.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was going to be 6. Yeah, because I'm only 3. And then I put Skilled Investigator in for the potential that I will someday have a side scheme in here. And this stupid public outcry will go away. But today is not that day, Terence. Today is not that day. All right, so I will draw up. Yeah, now I can do Wiccan for that double resource, which makes me happy. And I can stun this turn too if we want that. Okay, let's go ahead and do the villain turn. They're going to take 2 cards. Then they are going to scheme against you first. Not much we can do about that. That's 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus another 1 is 5, which isn't that bad.
Puts us at half.
I mean, all things considered. We are 50% there. And I don't have great thwarting cards this turn, in all honesty. But, whatever. Whatever, Terence.
Multitasking.
I mean, yes. JK. Which is not a great thwart card. I mean, I have it. I'm going to use it. But not a great thwart card. Alright, so you take 2 cards. I take 1.
Someday, we will get rid of this card.
Someday we'll be together.
There you go.
Oh, Terence.
There you go.
Terence. What? Good news. That's a villain and a scheme that we can work on Public Outcry. Good news, Terence.
Tell everyone to drink.
Good news. Yes, everyone should drink, and we just got shadowed in our past. Why don't you have that treachery card now that lets you kick him in the face and ignore that? What's wrong with your drawing food, Terence?
Did you shuffle this, by the way?
I did not shuffle it in yet. I just put him on top at this point.
Okay, I was just like, probability of that seemed not the highest. Oh, there you go.
There you go, another side scheme. You know what's great when the main scheme is 10 in, and then like we get 2 side schemes.
Well, that's why you got these multitasking, dude.
Well, I mean, now multitasking seems way better than it did 10 seconds ago. When the villain phase begins, heal 1 damage from the lizard. Okay. And then what is...
that goes down to 0.
Bell tower printed text box. If it were blank, when revealed, remove each chime counter from the bell tower and flip it to its quiet side. Well, that's not great. I mean, it's not the worst.
I'm glad we took that extra 2 threat to get that zeroed, right?
It was 1 threat, by the way.
Or 1 threat.
Yeah, the one from in front of you was only 1. So Peter Parker's research into the healing properties of lizard DNA has backfired, turning him and all those who come in contact with his serum into reptilian monsters. Force interrupt. When the villain phase begins, heal 1 damage from each enemy, and I assume that means the villain as well.
Yeah.
So that's not great either. By the way,
no.
I mean, that's not the worst, though. Honestly, there's way worse things than healing 1 for a couple turns.
Can you help me kill this lizard?
I mean, you expect me to do damage? Well, Wiccan can. Wiccan.
I just need the... Potentially.
Wiccan can, yes.
Okay.
And I could potentially... Right?
Like if we have, depending on what the flop is, potentially you could. I just need you to do 2 because I do 3. So
yeah, that's fine. Oh, hey there.
Oh yeah, lashing out is a lot of threat.
After Venom, well, but this is after Venom takes any amount of damage, remove an equal amount from this thing, and it's just an acceleration. Which I mean, let's be honest, we won all this. That is 4 of the 5 things we need to get rid of Public Outcry. I mean. We didn't want it all at once.
Yeah,
it's the thing.
Yeah, this is why expert campaign's a little rough. It's just like you're playing heroic for like the first third of the game.
All right, so I got Wiccan here. So after he thwarts, discard the top card.
I'm thwarting guarded
this.
the bell tower. Yeah,
yep.
That makes sense.
So I'm thwarting that. He takes 1 damage, and let's flip for 1 damage, which is unfortunate. So I can't put it on the bell tower. Oh, it's just the damage. It's not an attack. So we could just put 1 on the villain. Because we need 2, you said, on Lizard, right?
Yeah, because I only attack for 3, and I don't have any, like...
You got nothing?
Things.
All right,
yeah.
So remove 2 threat from a scheme. If you paid for it using that, remove 2 from a different scheme. We're going to Sense of Justice to do that. And remove 2 from this one. 1, 2.
Nice.
And then I guess 2 from main if I'm not attacking. Or if I'm not thwarting. By the way, this goes down to 4. I'm not flipping down, I guess, either, which is something I kind of wanted to do. So here's the other option. So here I could remove 2 more threat. Or I could do Power Within to stun the villain.
I think you do that because it's not... Multitasking is much worse 1 for 2, right?
Yes, it's pretty terrible, in fact. If your hero uses basic power, discard it and do the Venom Blast. Alright, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to attack. So that's 2 damage here, which is using a basic power. So then I Venom Blast to do 2 damage here, which is not an attack, and add a second stun card here.
Okay.
That seems not terrible. Oh, and Skilled Investigator. Hold on. That
so
may change.
First?
Yeah, I should have done that first. So now I could have multitasked instead of stunning him. So that becomes a question here. So I have this in my hand.
No, I feel like you hold Genki. Genki's so good, right? Draw a card.
Yeah. All right.
Either hold Genki or you play it. right? But I think the stun if you're staying hero is probably the right call.
I'm staying hero and I'm stunning. And my skilled investigator did something finally, but it wasn't something as useful. Oh, you had a stupid helicarrier, by the way.
Yep.
You can use it.
Played that last turn.
Yep.
Okay, so is it my turn now?
Yep, it is.
Well, I should have done that last turn, but I will shuffle.
Shuffle what?
A ticket back in my deck. My alter ego ability. I probably should have done that last turn.
I mean, I guess it would have given you a second
chance of getting a double resource. Yeah. I think I play this. This is smart.
I mean, for defense, it's not terrible.
Nope. Do we want Young Love?
I'm not flipping down right now. Didn't we determine last time that we should put him over here so we could have 3 cards of the right him?
Sure. I think I'm gonna crew quarters myself to get up to max.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, I'm not flipped.
Flip up. I think I burn Young Love for electrostatic and save web binding.
Yeah,
because being able to cancel an attack seems good.
I mean, canceling attack always seems good. You just want this all the way to the right.
Well, I just want all the like stat cards over here that aren't exhausting.
Yeah.
Is kind of how I
all right.
tend to
So what's this one?
person.
Hero interrupt. When an enemy would activate, cancel the activation. If this minion activation was canceled this way, deal 4 damage to the minion. Yeah, that's great because you can even cancel a thwarting or
yeah,
scheming.
Exactly. Like I cancel a thwart, but it also allows me to defend and then use this on your activation and then ready myself.
Oh,
right?
Nice. Yeah, that's good.
So
Look at
it's
you.
Like multiplier.
It's like you're thinking.
And then I'll just kill the lizard.
Okay, that will remove one more from Public Outcry. Public Outcry is such a kick in the what.
Yeah, it's significantly easier on standard campaign.
Oh yeah, because it's just an acceleration and it's only 2. Now it also, I think, not everybody agrees, but well, I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody about it. I think it becomes easier also as the campaign moves along, but we'll see that during our next couple missions. This is where it is the hardest. Is the first 2 missions.
Mm-hmm. Well, this would have been nice earlier.
Silk?
Yeah, I could have removed shadows.
Yeah. Yep. But you can still remove it, by the way. I mean, it's still not the worst thing to remove because...
I mean, it's discarded, so I can't remove it.
It says discard pile. Search the encounter deck for a treasure. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, that would.
I mean, it's still worth removing. Probably something we don't want. So.
Advance at this point with all this threat on the main and 2 other side schemes to worry about. Whoa! After Venom takes any amount of damage from an attack. Never mind. None of my things were attacks. Okay. All right. We're in the right spot here. Brent said, "Wait, why is Peter not wearing a tie?" Yes, I am not wearing a tie tonight. I am underdressed for the occasion. This is our prom night celebration. Actually, I think it is prom at my local high school, but I am clearly not there.
We're celebrating some young love. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there you go. I could show up in my OSCS shirt. You could show up in your, suit and tie. That's right. Terence and I are going to prom later tonight. I have to get my dress, though. All right. So where are we at? I'm sorry, Brent. Sorry, you distracted me. That was totally my fault.
Acceleration phase here.
Oh,
so
yes.
Put your 3 on
1, 2,
there.
3. That's right. And he is stunned. Actually stunned this time.
Yep.
So no attack against me. So then he's going to attack you. I assume you're defending.
Yes, I am defending. I don't have any defense events.
All right, it's only 1 anyway. So a total of 3, which you block for 4, right?
I have 4, yeah.
So you get to do unflappable.
So do I counterpunch this?
Well, you also get to deal damage to the attacking character. So let's not forget to do that. Oh, what we did forget to do, I'm sorry, is when the villain phase begins,
Heal
1. So let's heal it back up.
Should I counterpunch him for 2?
I would say yes, just to ready yourself, if nothing else, and to draw a card, right?
Yeah, that's my thought here.
Why not? I mean, it's literally like a free thing to do.
Well, I do get a boost card for it, so.
I mean, I don't mind that. So what is that, 3 damage?
Yep.
Is it an attack? Yes.
Yes.
So,
no,
it's
3 damage, yeah.
And then 1, 2, 3 also. So that's like double plus good. You just did 6 stuff. I mean, that seems real good to me.
It's how I thwart, man.
That is. All right. So we did that.
Wait.
Now I get 2 cards and you get 1. Because I'm special. I'm so fancy. You gonna take a card? When revealed, Venom activates against you. Each boost icon turned face up during this activation gets a +1 boost or boost card.
Do you need me to cancel that?
I would cancel that. Yeah. I don't need you to do anything, but I would cancel it.
How much would you like me to cancel that?
I mean, how bad is it going to hurt you to cancel that? All right. So you're playing that card, which cancels the activation. So it just does nothing, right?
Yeah.
All right. That seems good. All right. Criminal. That's fine.
It's a good time to flip down, I guess, with that, potentially.
Lizard attacks you. You cannot play events until after the attack resolves. If no attack was made this way, the card gains Surge. You're so surgy. Oh, well, he really wants to attack me, Terence. At least it's not +1 to the boost icons. I mean, if I'm flipping down, there's really no way he can kill me here, right? So I'll probably just take it. Because I heal for 4. Which seems better than blocking for 2.
Okay.
Correct? I mean, it's 5 total damage. It's 1 away. But
cool.
I still think that was the right call because, again, I heal for 4.
Okay. Place 4th on each side scheme.
I mean, that doesn't seem as good.
No. So how much do we want Silk? Not at all, right? With 3 cards left in this game in the deck.
Yeah, I mean, except we could use a chumper for situations like what just happened to my face.
I mean, I can play Spider-Man instead is all.
By the way, I don't have a fist.
I've noticed you don't have a fist. I will kill your minion.
Now I can draw a card with Genki Lee. But, yeah, it's a thing. I'm just saying.
I can kill your dude.
I appreciate that. I mean, I could with Web Shot as well. There is that.
All right.
Although I don't have Lightning Bolt either. So, maybe not. Everything seems terrible here.
I'm going to put Web of Life and Destiny in for free. And I think I play Spider-Man.
Yeah, go for it.
So let's... 2? I think I just burn Silk. Or I could hold Silk for next turn.
Well, you could hold Phantom Flip under George over here, right?
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking I hold Silk because then when this cycles next turn, I can play it and remove shadows.
That's true. Good call. Yeah, go for it.
That does mean I need to use my Helicarrier if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
To put Spider-Man in. And
Yep.
then I'll have him thwart 2 on main.
Yep.
Is that
2 on main seems very reasonable to me.
And then I can jump with him some future turn.
He takes 2 damage for that? Oh, 2 consequential for thwarting. Alright. So what are you going to do with your attack now?
Kill your dude.
Oh, right. Forgot about that.
Just drops this by 1.
Woohoo! We're getting there, Terence. We actually have enough to get rid of it if we ever would do anything useful. That's all I'm saying, Terence. We should probably do something useful. So I'm thinking about putting defensive mechanism in.
I mean, seems fine.
Can I do that? And Genki Lee. I can lay down the law. I can't. is the only
I
problem.
mean, you don't have to use defensive mechanism this turn, right?
I could hold it. Yeah, I'll hold it.
Oh, I guess if you want it, it will allow you to confuse him, and he
Well,
won't.
that's
He
what I
won't.
was thinking. But then I
Okay.
can't put Genki Lee in or lay down the law. I mean, do I? Oh, that's after I changed form. Never mind. I can't lay down the law
No, I
anyway.
mean you can play. You can do both of the. You can pay for Genki Lee with 2 cards, and you play defense mechanism for 1, right? So you have enough to play all 3, or all 2 cards.
Right. But then I can't also lay down the law, is what I was thinking. But I can't lay down the law
You,
anyway. That's
yeah,
why.
you can't lay down on this
Yeah.
turn
No,
anyways.
no, no. Yeah. So I was all messed up in my head, Terence. I'm messed up in my head.
Are you thwarting main with Wiccan? Is that the plan?
Uh, let's see. So I'm thwarting something myself. I have to thwart the biggest thing. So maybe I hit this with Wiccan. Does that make sense? Well, let me
Yeah.
see. Discard.
Yeah, because then it ties everything.
Then it
for 9,
ties
right?
it, and then I could thwart either one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this Venom's has to be an attack. Yep. So Wiccan is going to thwart this side scheme here. Draw his boost card to do
Of course, it's
nothing. Well, it's always nothing, by the
I feel
way.
like the percentage on that is like very high for you.
I feel like it is almost 100% where he does 1 or nothing. All right. Yes, I see my 1 health. I see you pointing at
there's
it.
Spade 2 said wasn't that ganging up the criminal attacks too, as
What?
well. In the ganging up, doesn't the criminal attack as well? Is what someone just asked.
So would I have been dead there? Was it a ganging up? The villain and each minion. Yeah, it does. So
So you would have been exhausted, so you would have had to defend.
I would have had to defend. So that means defense mechanism is not going off this turn.
But it's still good to have out.
It is.
But at that point, you should hold it because then you can Genki Lee on the other side, right?
Yes. So I would still have defense mechanism, and I would still have lay down the law in my hand. Or should I save a web shoot? Well, I'll just put a web shoot in.
Well, then if you hold lay down the law for next turn, potentially.
Well, that's what I'm thinking at this point.
Yeah.
But the problem is he's not going to be confused now. Me being down, well, I guess it's not.
That's fine. It's at 6. Yeah.
All right. So.
This goes back up to 9 though, because you cannot have thwarted it.
Well, yeah. So it's a little scary.
We'll deal with it.
Everything's a little scary here, Terence.
If I have to, I can phantom.
Well, with that being said, I would have taken 1 off of here, right? Now knowing that I could not thwart, I definitely would have taken it off main instead of this.
If I have to, I can phantom flip on my turn.
What does that do?
I can defend and remove 5.
Oh, yeah, that seems good. All right. So all of that is done. I'm going to flip down. Then I Jefferson Davies to remove a threat. Oh, from main. That's not terrible. Then I Genki Lee to draw a card.
You also can shuffle card, by the way.
I did. I actually think I just put it on top. So let me actually shuffle. Because that was the card I put in. And I drew it again. I mean, it really wants me to have web shoot. So the question is, do I put defense mechanism in? I still
think you do, right?
Yeah, I feel like you do.
Just, tough is so good.
Yes, well, especially against Venom right now. Okay, so I think everything is where it should be. I got lay down the law ready. Thank you so much, by the way, Spade 2, for pointing out that we should have had that criminal attack. That was absolutely right. With that being said, though, I probably would have blocked the main attack, right? So I would have taken 2 less damage. Oh, no, but I didn't know that it was going to be a 3 boost. Yep. Yeah, so I was anticipating to take both of those hits. Yep. Okay, so yeah, I just blocked 1 damage, but I had to. Okay, so everything is where it should be. Let's go ahead and ready up. And let's go ahead and draw up. Swing in, which is not great. Oh, yeah, because I don't need to use defense mechanism. I can hold that for later. So that's a may, not a must. It's not a force response. Okay. All right, so we're going to add 3 to the main scheme. Then he is going to attack you.
Attack me.
So you're defending?
I'm going to expert defenses. Give me 7 defense.
I mean, feels probably good enough. Double zero.
Okay.
Uh,
I will draw. I
ready
will.
up.
Oh, I will then ready up.
I got your card.
And he will take not a retaliate, but a electrostatic damage.
And after from an attack, which is not an attack, right? No.
Nope.
All right. So we are at me. So he is scheming against me. He schemes for 2, plus we have to get an acceleration counter as well. Terence, things seem to have gone sideways here a little bit.
I mean, you're still kind of building, right?
Okay, 0. So that's good. I mean, I'm kind of building, but 12 threat here. We got all this threat. I feel like I'm failing the team here.
I mean, you said it.
I mean,
no, it's fine. I think it's
I have a
you
lead
haven't
on
had the. I think like now that you have your 2 kind of support cards here, potentially you'll be able to kind of do some flippy flip stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the hope, and I just got a.
And I actually think playing web shooter was maybe the right call earlier on.
Yeah, maybe.
Just that extra resource is probably pretty nice, but.
Well, I mean, I've got it now, so it's okay. All right, so we are drawing our cards. So you draw 2, I draw 1.
Yeah, it's gonna be painful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, that's fine. I feel like I feel like this doesn't do what they wanted it to do, right?
This is painful too.
Search your encounter deck and discard pile. Remove from the game a copy of your obligation. So what's that do? And play for George Stacy and set him aside. Attach this obligation to him. Exhaust Gwen Stacy and remove the obligation from the game. Add to your hand. So you have to pay for it again. Is the hey?
Well, no, you also lose everything underneath, right? That's the bad thing.
Oh yeah. So this gets 6. You cannot thwart this scheme. Alter ego action. Spend 2 resources of any type. Yep.
What do you got for that?
And we'll see. Like, I just feel like I'm spinning.
Draw your card.
I feel like I'm spinning, Terence. Oh, hey. And remember how I wanted to heal?
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. I might not be flipping up this turn, really.
That's fine. I don't need George.
I mean, we're not going to survive that, though. Oh, I'm going to get tough. So, yeah, I'm flipping up.
You? How you have to use the basic power, dude.
What? No. I got swing in.
Oh, yes, swing in. Yeah. Okay.
So it's going to change. Like, I wanted to play under surveillance, but that's probably not going to happen. All right, I'm first player, right?
Yeah. Are we removing this, or what is your plan
So
here?
I remove 1 from this. Wait, can I do that with this?
No. Yes, because it's not a.
So I don't want to do that yet.
No, because aren't we both like? Wait, you're a 4, then I'm a 3.
I mean, I could just do it twice, right? Also, I could discard 4 cards. Well, let me Genki Lee at least draw a card. Okay, that's a double resource. That makes things easier. So I definitely do that to remove 4 from that.
Yep, and then you can draw a card from it because you're a civilian.
Wait, what?
When you do it, if you're a civilian,
draw a card.
You get to draw
okay,
a
come
card.
on, double resource. Okay, no. I'm going to get rid of both of my sonic rifles.
Are you doing it again?
I'm doing it again. So that gets rid of that.
Down to 1.
So that goes down to 1. And then I draw another card, right?
Yep.
I do like arachnobatics. All right. So
you want swing in, right?
Well, hold on. So now I Jefferson Davies, right? To remove 1 from this one.
Sure. Have we been? Oh, did we heal him last turn? We did not. Right?
We did not heal him last turn. You are correct. Okay. So I want to swing in, and I want to lay down the law, which wouldn't leave me enough to pay for under surveillance So I guess I Wraith to put in my web shooter. And then do I hold under surveillance, or do I hold arachnobatics, or do I not use my web shooter and just pay both of those resources?
You can play lay down and swing in, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The question is when I pay. All right, so let's do this. Let's do the obvious thing. Lay down the law to remove 4, right?
You doing 4 off main?
It's got to be main at this point. I mean, unless you want me to work on this one with the acceleration, which would get rid of this also potentially.
Well, yeah, that was my thought. Like how.
I mean, we're okay on main. We have 8 more. It's going to get 3. I mean, an advance basically kills us. So that's the question. How lucky do we feel?
How are you feeling, lucky punk?
Oh, no, because I'm going to confuse him. So it won't matter. So yeah, definitely taking 4 off of here. You can do 6 damage to him, right? Well, you need to anyway. We need to get rid of this. Do you want me to just attack him to even plink a point off with Wiccan?
Sure.
I mean, are you going to get 2 attacks otherwise?
No. Well, no. I wasn't planning on it because I was planning on playing Silk to remove shadows, but unless you don't want me... Oh, but I can have Silk attack. So
you can have Silk attack. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, me and Silk can do it, yeah.
How much damage does Silk
around
do?
for jumping?
Well, the only benefit of me doing it is then I'd get a one of the boost cards, and I'm going to have Tough.
Okay, sure.
Although Wiccan attacks and
I mean it doesn't really matter because like Spider-Man could jump for me, right? Like and Silk can jump. So
how much damage? Like because we also have to do 6 damage with those attacks. Can we get the 6 damage?
I do 3 on my own, and then Silk would do 1, so that's 4.
Okay, that's not 6. So where do we get to 6? Oh, I can remove 4 with this. Should I do?
That's what I'm saying. You can swing in.
All right, so let's do that right now.
Or you could have
So the question is, do I hold under surveillance? I think yes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use web shooter then, and this to pay for swing in. So it removes 4. We'll do it from here. And then it confuses him, which is a double confuse now, and it gives me Tough, more importantly.
So are you holding Wiccan for jumping then?
No, I wasn't thinking about it, but maybe I should. What do you think?
I think at 1 HP you probably should.
I mean, how are we getting? Oh, we're gonna. Yeah, you're gonna remove.
I can just easily attack.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're good. I'm done.
So should I? When's the best time for me to try to get George Stacy back? Not anytime soon, or sometime soon. What are your thoughts here?
Are you alter ego now?
No. I don't know if this is the turn to do it.
I mean, you can't do it this turn because you have to attack.
Yeah.
So it's not even an option. So you're doing 3 damage, which removes a counter from here, which also gets you a boost card, which also removes this. By the way, I know people are thinking, wait a minute, don't you have to put that on the bell tower? No, you don't. It's actually optional. Interrupt when any amount of damage would be dealt to Venom by an attack. You may place that many chime counters here. It's usually a good idea, but in this situation, we had to get rid of this to get rid of this.
This is the for me attacking, yes?
Yes, that is for you attacking, and we got something in our victory.
And we want Silk to attack, yes? That was the other thing.
Yes, I mean Silk has to attack, or we are in trouble deep. So that's the second boost card you take.
Yeah, that's fine. Are we okay away. Putting that in? Do we want to put that in bell tower?
No. It won't remove this.
Out. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, you have to do the damage there, and that's why you have to take the second card.
Okay.
I mean, you could flip down if you want. Oh no, because then both of those go to. Oh no, because he's confused.
No, I can't do that.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I mean, we just We have to make it through this turn.
Oh
right.
yeah, but this would be no. It's fine.
Oh, skilled investigator. Hold on. After a side scheme is defeated, I mean, may as well do that, right? Jack Flag. I think I get rid of Jack Flag.
Yep.
Great card, but I don't think I have enough resources to pay for him right now. All right, so I'm gonna draw 4. Oh, of course I get 2 double resources. Although that's fine. I got 4 justice and I got Quasar. So I don't even know what this card is. Why? After Quasar enters play, remove a threat from each scheme in play. I mean, all right.
All right, so heals for 1.
Yep. Let's not forget that, and then add 3.
Yep.
All right, and then he is going to attack me. I am tough, so I am not going to do anything about that. No, so that was 3 damage, but all of that goes to my tough. You not so
Hobby
tough.
Brown.
So you are gonna chump, and that's just a boost. Wow. Okay, that would have been 10 damage, by the way.
Hobby Brown leaves play. Discard the top 3 cards and deal damage to the villain equal to number of boost icons discarded this way.
So wait, 3 cards?
Yep.
So that's 1, none, and
Classic.
1, 2.
Just doesn't go in your favor, man.
So it's 2 damage.
I took 10 on 3 and then did 2 back.
All right, so it's 2 to him, right?
Yeah, 2 to him. And then I get a. Do you need the card or should I take the card?
Take a card, man.
Okay. That's nice.
I mean, now if you want to flip down and get George Stacy back, you can. Although I'd like to flip down because at 1 hit point. Yeah, you can't flip down. I'm sorry. I mean, unless we think unless we're just thwarting like crazy this turn. But anyway, your turn. Wait, did we take our bad cards?
No.
Yeah, never mind. So
yours.
I just take 1, you take 1. Surge, exhaust your identity card.
Hold on.
You're like, no.
Do you want me to cancel that, or you're okay being exhausted?
I mean, I do thwart for. Well, I mean, I need to heal at some point, right? And I do thwart for 3.
You still have to take another card, right?
Well, it only gets rid of the when revealed, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if the next card shadows the past, I'm gonna feel real bad about that.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot to do the silk. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Remove it.
Yeah,
first.
I'll look for it.
I assume you want shadows over anything else.
So we have a problem.
What?
You would have had shadows. You don't anymore.
It's fine.
Yeah, but
it just surges against me.
Well, no, you would have removed it with silk, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, how funny is that though?
I mean, it would have done nothing for me, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, exhausting's not the bad part of this. Surges, right? I don't know. 3 threat removal. It feels like we need as much threat removed as possible, but
I do have Phantom Flip if I don't play Pirouette.
What does that mean?
I can remove 5.
Okay. Yeah. All right, that's fine. Why aren't you exhausted?
Because I didn't defend.
Oh, that's right.
I jumped against a double stack. 3 boost cards.
So I'm gonna exhaust and.
All right.
Venom activates against you.
I won't defend this.
Oh, you're gonna actually just defend it. All right. So 2 plus. You do anything or?
I don't have anything.
2 plus 2, and if this activation is attack, it gains piercing. So 4.
I'm fine with that.
But you block 4 anyway. So go ahead and.
So it was 4, but it gets plus 1, right? 5 though.
Why is it plus 1?
Because of this. Each poop card gets plus 1 boost icon. So it's 3. So it's 5. So I take a damage.
Which means you don't get to unflappable.
No, but I still do damage back.
Or web bracelets. So you do 1 damage.
And I can web bracelet if and then I will
Right.
phantom flip.
So what does that do?
Remove 5 threat.
I mean, seems good. From the main, or I assume?
That's your call, but I assume main.
I mean, we got to do main. This at 8.
And then I get a ready and then draw a card after that.
That seems good.
Discard and upgrade or support I control. I feel like it has to be Web of Life and Destiny, right? Or Crew Quarters.
Probably Crew Quarters, because you're not flipping down. I mean, enough to worry about it right now.
Okay.
All right. So now are we officially done? I become first player, or?
Oh no, I become first player.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're exhausted, should I flip down?
So by the way, Thomas also asked where my tie is. Yeah, I did not go to a wedding.
Question of the night, right?
Yeah, it's the question of the night. I did not go to a wedding tonight. Terrence did. Terrence left the wedding early to come play Marvel Champions with us. That is why he is all dressed up. I am a slob. Let's be honest.
So if you can't heal, should I flip down?
Victor says, by the way, it's because you were trash talking Venom, saying he was almost a hard villain. Now he's coming for you. Yes,
I don't disagree with that.
I mean, it might be true. What are you saying?
You're also empty, by the way.
What do you mean empty?
Of your deck.
Oh, yay. So I got to do that now.
I think so.
And I didn't even draw up to my hand size, did I? Oh, no, I am drawn up to my hand size. Yeah, so let's figure out what that is. Remove 2 bell counters from the tower. If it's quiet, take a damage. Oh, I'm dead.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Wow, that was close right there to the death. So what happens? You do 1 damage to him?
Yes.
And again, that is not an attack, right? So... Nope. I mean, well, hold on. When can we choose to put it on the bell tower?
Anytime we attack and do damage.
Attack.
Any amount of damage by an attack.
But it's got to be an attack. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
All right. So, you are first.
I am first. Should I flip down?
Thomas says, high class gaming tonight. With you in the tie. I feel like we've made some really good plays tonight also, though. I do feel like we've been on our game.
Should I flip down?
I thought I was flipping down. You're at 9 health and you're a protection hero. Do you really care that bad about what's his name? You'll get him eventually. I feel like with me at 1 health, now is not the time for you to be flipping down. Unless you really feel like that's the proper move.
No, it's not just because you're exhausted. I do have Young Love at some point if we want to time that.
Well, I mean, that would be the only benefit of you flipping down is to Young Love us.
Unless you actually ever play your double life.
I mean, I don't have it, so, and I'm not flipping up ever again.
Let's see.
I'm just staying down the rest of this game.
Do I play Hobie Brown or do I ghost kick him in the face?
I mean, you know my thoughts. It's always ghost kick. What's Hobie Brown do?
He can thwart for 2, which is
kick him in the face. Rah ree, kick him in the knee. But I might do your damage first and just get this bell as high as possible.
I guess do I hold Young Love then?
Nah.
Or do I spend it?
You can spend it. You're not hurt at all. And I don't foresee you being hurt anytime soon. So really, you're only paying to heal me at that point. And I do heal 4 at a time. And I've got at least 1 more tough coming, right? So,
I'm gonna hit him for 3, and we'll put that on bell tower.
Okay.
And then I'll ghost kick him for another 6.
All on Ghost Tower, I assume. Bell Tower.
Yep.
Rock
Yep.
the bells. Nice.
And then I'll attack him for 4.
Yep. So that's with the +1 extra damage, right?
Yep.
Cool.
And you have Helicarrier.
I have Helicarrier? Okay.
I mean, I didn't use it, so.
Alright, so I'm going to Genius to put in Under Surveillance. Since there's only one scheme, that seems like the right thing to do. And then Quasar, I guess? For Justice?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? I mean, with your Helicarrier, I get Quasar now. It's easy for me to do For Justice at any point.
You can also Quasar.
Oh, I can do both.
Flip side. You can Quasar on the flip side. So why don't you Helicarrier and Sense of Justice your 4 Justice in?
Yeah, so, yep. That makes sense. Don't forget,
And
I also have my
then
Web Shooter, too. So
you also have... Well, Web Shooter can only be on hero side, but Genki Lee also gets your card, so that's your call.
Yeah, the question is, do I want to gamble with what card I get? I mean, there's nothing I'm really looking for now, so yeah, why not? All right, so anyway, I 4 Justice with for 4.
I think you do... Do you do Regenerate Health at this point? Try to burn that down? Or do we just not care about the 1 HP? Maybe not.
I really don't care about the 1 HP. I mean, we'll worry about it eventually, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. And then I will flip down.
Do you have any cards you can even shuffle in? No.
That's unfortunate. So we'll Genki Lee to draw a card.
Yeah, you definitely don't care about that.
Yeah, so then we'll spend the 3 for Quasar.
So one each.
After your enters play, remove a threat from each scheme in play. So, Badink. I'm going to remove another one from main scheme because I'm going to also Jefferson Davis. And then Quasar will, I guess, attack, right? For 3?
Yep.
That's what Quasar does.
Well, yeah, because you're confused. He's confused.
Yep, so I do take an extra card, right?
Yep.
Because of that. All right, so that's the thing. Okay, so I'm still at 1 health, and I'm probably going to be flipping up on 1 health because I'm playing Defense Mechanism, but we'll see. Oh, not yet. I don't know why I took that. Meant too ready.
I feel like you keep telling me that you need to flip down because your health and you're choosing never to heal.
I mean, shh, don't tell Terence that. Well, if I heal, the problem is I don't get to use Defense Mechanism, right? I guess I can do Defense Mechanism
but you
next turn.
Uppers, right? So, like, why do you care?
That's true. That's true. All right. What are you doing?
I am waiting for you to put Threat and heal Venom.
And then Venom attacks you. Are you defending?
Sir. Yes. I will Expert Defense this, so I'm defending for 7.
Okay. Now he does get 3 boost cards.
No, 2. I already drew 1.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, that's a whole lot of nothing.
I'll take my 2 draws.
Yeah, seems good. Ooh, Night Nurse.
It's one I need to make sure I end the game at 10 health.
Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about, like, ending the game at full health. Yeah.
So should I counterpunch?
I mean, you know your resources better than I do. It doesn't look like you're going to need that many resources this turn, so I say, yeah, go for it.
Because that's, what, 3 damage?
Yeah.
Which would flip him. Do we care what's on the other side?
I mean, I've never seen his stage 3 because I've only played standard. I could go get my card in the other room.
Might as well. We have 9 counters on that, right?
Spade 2 says, everything in Venom that involves damaging him says from an attack except for ringing the bell. So that's good to remember. So everything is from an attack. Maurice says, my man Terence, fresh off the 9 to 5, putting in work. I respect it. Actually, Maurice, he came from a wedding. He left a wedding early. Even more respect. Left a wedding early to come play Marvel Champions tonight for the fans. So, yeah, mad respect for that.
I did counterpunch, by the way. So let's put him to the grave.
Okay. So
Put
advance.
Stage to the grave, at least.
All right. Retaliate 1, steady, tough.
I do now remember the Retaliate one.
But again, Retaliate's only on attacks, right? Also?
Yes.
Place 2 face down boost cards on each identity. Well, there's that too. That's he better not draw an advance. Well, there's an advance here, thankfully. I mean, because I got 3 cards.
Well,
here.
these are boost cards though, so you don't care if it's an advance. You actually want an advance.
No, because he hasn't activated against me yet.
He's confused.
Well, I understand, but I don't want an advance now. Do you see my point? With 3 boost cards, which will become 4.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about place 2 boost cards in front of each identity. I got 3 right now. I need him to attack me when I am tough at this point for this to be good, which might mean I go away from my healing thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I may just go for a defense mechanism here.
Oh my god.
Oh, never mind. I have swing in, so I don't need to do that. What just happened?
Of course. Bell Tower just flips and goes to 0.
Oh, that's real bad. Well, it's not real bad at this point. I mean, we lost 9 counters on it, which sucks. I guess that's what counters the just max out the bell tower, right?
Yeah.
The lizard attacks you. You cannot play events until after it resolves.
Just surges.
Surge. Yeah.
Surge.
He really wants to attack me. Venom activates. Oh, no. I mean, this is it. This is a loss unless you can stop it.
I can't stop it.
Yeah, so this is it. This is the...
Let's see. See what you draw.
Venom active. So maybe we should not have flipped him, because each card gets +1 boost. I mean... Alright. So right now, it is 2 plus 3. So that's 5. 6. 7. Oh no, that's got 3 on it. Why is that upside down?
Because the scan.
So wait. So that's 7 plus 3 is 10. Plus 2, 11, 12. So we're to 19. We haven't lost.
Did you math that right? Was this 4?
4. Plus 2 is 6. 7. 8, 9, 10. 11, 12.
Okay.
12 plus 7 is 19. Don't be questioning my math skills, Terence. Come on now. Dude, how did we survive that? That is... That's terrible.
Didn't even need under surveillance.
I mean, still, that
are you
was...
Are you gonna bring some justice?
I'm gonna do a whole lot of stuff here. This is all terrible, Terence. Okay, so is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that went real sideways real quick. So let's start with drawing a card.
Are you gonna heal? You probably should heal.
I mean, I think I have to heal. And then, which is for justice?
Yeah, but I mean, you definitely swing in first.
I have to swing in this turn. I have to for justice. Those are the main 2. Actually, I want a multitasking too, because that'll just get rid of this, right?
Yeah, I want this gone. Guard the...
Well, hold on. How do I get the 1 on there? I mean, anybody could do that.
Quasar,
I feel like at this point is the 1. Or Wiccan.
You can jump with Wiccan.
Alright. So let's have Quasar do it then. He'll put 1 on, or remove 1. Then I will multitasking using my sense of justice, which takes 2 off of 2 different schemes. So 1, 2 to get rid of this garbage. And then 2 off main. Oh, I forgot to... oh, no, that's what I was going to do. Hold on. Quasar didn't do that. I knew there was something. Jefferson Davis takes the first one because it's got to be the one with the least threat. So that would have put that down to 2. I knew I had something in my mind. I was like, there was a way I was going to get rid of 1. What was it? Yeah, Jefferson Davis. All right. So before I flipped, I would have had to do that. That removed it down to 2.
Draw your card. Draw your card.
Oh, yes. There's my double life. I mean, if there's ever a time to do it. Although you want to flip down this turn, don't you?
I don't have to flip down this turn.
I mean, this would heal me to full. If I flip down with that this turn. Let's see what everything else looks like. Shall we? So I'm definitely have to swing in. So I'm going to use one of my web shoots and a wraith to do that. So we're going to swing in for 4. And that gives me tough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gives me tough and gives him confused. I mean, the other option is, well, we'll see. I mean, I could put Sonic Rifle in now.
But then you can't double life.
Unless you gave me your Helicarrier, then I could do both. But is the better move to web shoot and double life? That way he's both stunned. Oh no, he wouldn't be confused. I need Sonic Rifle to confuse. Do you need your Helicarrier? Or what are your thoughts?
Let's see.
I mean, Sonic Rifle is not bad to have.
I don't have to double ghost kick.
Oh no! If you've got a plan,
I'll give it to you.
No. Here's the thing. I'll just web shoot. I don't mind that either. I'll web shoot.
You can have it. I'll play. I want to bring another ally in. I think.
Well, here's the problem. I'm not 13 threat scares me a little bit.
Take the Helicarrier.
And Sonic Rifle instead of web shooting. Do you think that's the right call anyway? I mean, web shoot, I could put 4 on here and 2 on him and not face a retaliate, right? Well, I guess I'd still take the retaliate.
Yeah, you still take the retaliate.
But I could put 4 on here, and then whatever you do to it, we'll put it way over, I assume, right?
Well, I hit for 3. So it's not going to do way over because I have to attack to do my ghost kick.
So you'd put it to 7 though, right?
Yeah, but if you let me do it myself, I get 3 plus 6, which is 9.
Wait, why do you have to attack first to ghost kick?
Because I have to do a basic power, and I can't thwart for 0.
Got it. All right. So but you could double ghost kick otherwise. I mean, let's just burn him down.
I can double.
What are we talking about? We're burning him down.
I can already double ghost kick him.
Even without your Helicarrier?
Yeah.
I don't know that I want to be flipped down though. Like that's the other thing. Maybe I just put in my Sonic Rifle and don't double life. Maybe I even just hold double life for next turn, or I hold web shoot till next turn. What do you think about that?
That's fine. If you confuse him, are you okay with me flipping down?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Because you really
want
you want George Stacy? Is that why?
Yeah, mostly for Stacy.
Okay.
I will still kick him and get the chime and then ready and then flip and then get it.
Okay, so what do you want me to do? What's the ultimate plan here?
I think at that point, then do we want to confuse him then?
All right, so you're giving me Helicarrier.
Yeah, sure, take Helicarrier.
Or should I just use double life and say forget it? And who cares?
That's your call.
What
I mean, if you
extra
don't,
can
if you
you
don't, if
do with helicarrier?
just take helicarrier.
Okay. So 1, 2, put sonic rifle in.
So if you're double lifing, then you're going down, right?
I wasn't going to double life this turn. That's what I'm saying.
You're
I
gonna
just hold
hold it
it for next
Gotcha.
turn, and then
That's fine. And then you can go down and come back.
Then I can go down and come back up next turn, and I could still use Genki Lee. I could still use Jefferson Davis.
All right.
And then I come back up next turn.
So I'll attack. Oh wait. Yeah, I can't. Oh, I guess I can only put 6 because he has tough, right?
Oh.
Can you plank him with Quasar?
Yeah.
Quasar does die. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
I guess I can use Silk. I can use Silk instead.
Is Silk at 2?
Yeah, Silk has 2.
So what should I do with Quasar? I mean, he's not going to be able to do much anyway.
You can just hold him, I guess. I don't know.
For what? Anyway, all right, go for it.
So Quasar planks off tough and dies, and I get to draw a card. Okay. I will then attack for 3, take a retaliate, play a ghost kick for 6, so that's 9 on there.
Okay, so I just flip it right back over because it was already on 9.
And then do I then play a second ghost kick for 7?
Of course you do. I mean, that's why we're doing this, right? Now hold on, you do take the retaliate from both though, right?
Yeah, I take retaliate for all those attacks.
So how many? Oh, you've been taking retaliate. So 7 off boss.
Yeah. Flip down. Get this out of here. Get Stacy my hand. Oh wait, but I have this thing. Are there 2 of these?
There are 2. He's confused.
Okay. Play Stacy, I guess. And then stash this to play someday. And then I probably should hold Night Nurse just because we probably want that 3 healing for 1, I imagine.
I mean, yeah, that seems good, even if we're not getting Sunder confused. I mean, we're really gambling here that he doesn't draw either. Oh, well, I got chumpers, so I don't care. Well,
and you're tough.
I mean, I care, but yeah. All right, so I'm drawing 4. Oh, I got web shoot and swinging in, by the way, which is great. And power within and defense mechanism. So I get double stun, double confused. Can I trigger both of those at the same time?
What?
Yeah, I could defense mechanism and power within. So I could. It seems real good if I do all of this. Now, when I
mean, you still only get to count once for Arachnobatics, right? Wait, what? Or just double stun? Don't be confused.
I don't have Arachnobatics, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyways, double stun, double confused. Now the question is, do I keep taking damage? Like my Venom Blast, that gives me damage, right? Does Retaliate do that, or is it only for an attack? Do we know?
Retaliate's only for attacks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah. So I want to Venom Blast as much as possible this turn. I could definitely double Venom Blast this turn. All right. Well, let's not worry about that till we get to our turn, though. So we're going to add 3 threat to the scheme. Then he is going to attack me. I think I just take the tough, right? And hold Wiccan? Well, he doesn't have overkill now. Maybe I just chump with Wiccan at this point. He's going to chump at some point. So let's go ahead and chump with Wiccan. Get Wiccan back in my deck. And I'll save that tough. Okay, so then he is going to activate against you. But he is confused and does nothing. Alright, and then we both get a card.
And we duplicate this.
Attach to the minion with the most remaining hit points. If you cannot, this attached minion gains the creature trait and +4 hit points. Sure. Wait.
He's not a minion.
He's not a minion. You're right.
So it surges.
Oh, is that another?
Yeah.
Hold on. These have numbers on them now.
Oh. There
Okay.
you go. Draw a card.
Shadows. Boom.
Search.
Teletext. Wait. Oh.
Surges.
Yep. Okay. I mean, it's not great. Well,
Yeah, you just gotta flip and exhaust it, right?
Wait, don't I remove it? Oh, I already removed it from the game, right?
And remove from game area.
Yeah, but I already should have removed it from the game because I thought I did that before. But oh well. It's fine. Everything is fine. Go ahead and do yours while I'm looking for. I don't know the name of my obligation. Do you?
No.
And apparently, I don't know what it looks like either.
Question.
Oh, here it is.
Would you discard Web Binding, which cancels an activation, or Pirouette Punch, which cancels it when revealed effect?
This is not a when revealed effect.
No. This is like player turn now. Which of these would you discard to get rid of this?
Oh. Pirouette Punch. When a card is revealed from the encounter deck, deal damage. I mean, I love that card. Right? What's this one?
Cancel the activation.
I feel like this is just better because this you get to see it. Like this, we don't care about the attacks, right? I mean, like we worried about an advance or something, and Pirouette Punch gets rid of that same threat. So I feel like we're good.
Okay, I don't have anything to combo here, so maybe I actually do the heal. Thoughts on that?
Go for it. All right.
Let's see. So I want to play. Do you need Helicarrier? I guess before I start
I don't
spending.
know. I mean, I have a lot of expensive stuff I'd love to do this turn. I mean, between Double Life, Web Shoot, Swinging In, and I'd love to get Power Within so I could double stun this turn. I mean, it's probably not all going to happen, so you're probably fine.
Okay. I was just going to fetch Silk since we just shuffled to discard a card of our choice.
Yep. Now, how did you get Silk? Remind me again. Oh, across the Spider-Verse. Exhaust
Oh wait,
Web Warrior.
yeah, and then I can exhaust.
Did you have anybody?
Destiny. Web of Life and Destiny.
Oh, right. Now, do you control that? Oh yeah, you do. I'm sorry, it's not in
do.
George Stacy. Right.
Yeah. So I'll. Okay, so then I should put this in.
You can hold Counterpunch with George.
Yeah. Second one.
Nice.
Alter Ego. Flip up. And then what do we want her to do? Thwart main? Do 2 damage?
I mean, she could do 2 damage. That feels like the right call, although then you're drawing another card. Do you want to deal with another card?
Yeah, Thwart main.
Yeah. Oh, did we heal him? We did not.
No.
We've probably missed that at least once.
Yeah, I'm done then.
All right. Where are we at? All right, so it's to me. So let's start with Genki Lee. Seems like the obvious first play, and then we'll do Jefferson.
Oh, you can double life, so you can actually heal this turn. Double the double life. Well, actually, you don't have the.
I don't have the 2/5.
Yeah.
All right, so I remove one from this because it's the one with the least threat with Jefferson Davis. All right, so I am gonna Web Shooter to flip up.
So you can ready?
Double life and ready. I mean, it seems like the right thing to do when I thwart for 3, right?
I mean, there's that, or
I could flip back down and heal.
Flip down and heal.
Well, let's see how the rest. Oh no, I want to attack because I want to trigger this, right?
You do
Oh,
lose
I'm
your
tough.
tough if you
Oh,
attack.
you know what? I screwed up. Wiccan's still here. I lose my tough. That's dumb, right? Because I knew I was going to be getting tough this turn. But I knew what was in my hands. That was dumb. I should have lost tough last turn. Okay. I should have lost tough anyway, because that way if I take a stupid plink damage, I would lose it anyway. So it makes more sense. Okay. So the question is, I'd love to power within and swinging in. That would be my ideal turn here. Can I do it? I can. Right? So Eros, which is my mental and double life, will pay for swinging in, which does 4 damage, which is actually 5. I take a boost card. Then I do it Venom blasts for 2 more damage, or 3 more damage, and he gets a stunned. That seems good, right? Then
He takes 3 damage.
I did do
chime.
3. Yep.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna power within. I'm gonna put that in. Oh, I do take a damage though, right? For
what?
my attack. The Venom Blast, or the web shot is an attack. Alright, I'm gonna use Sonic Rifle to confuse. Then I am going to attack myself.
Or Thor.
I'm going to attack for 1, 2, 3.
Did you not want to heal?
Well, I'm going to defense mechanism and power within.
Okay.
Right? So defense mechanism camouflages me, so that confuses again. And gives me tough again.
Okay.
And then, did I already take my counterattack? I did not. And then this one does Venom Blast, which is 3 damage. And stunned. And I could still flip down if I want to.
Do you want to?
I don't know. I'm tough. I've got 2 chumpers. I feel like I stay up now.
You do realize you have to get back up to 9 before the end of the scenario. Right?
Well, worst case scenario, I take what? Like 1 card at the beginning?
No, it's like 3 encounter cards, dude.
Or I'll just start hurt and I'll just heal as my first action. What is it? Expert
it's
only.
It's like worth on an expert. It's 1 card this one, but if you go to the next campaign,
I think it's only 1.
It's 2, and then the next one after that's 3.
Oh, so it accelerates. I did not realize that.
It accelerates.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm going to try. I'm going to get higher than 3. How about that? I will at least be at 7 or 8 before the end. So the question is, do I flip down? I think the answer is no. Even though he's confused, I'd rather end next turn flip down.
When you can heal.
When I can heal safely and not worry about an advance, right? Like, I'm just terrified of drawing something bad.
I do have Pirouette Punch.
Okay. Well, for now, or do you want me down?
It's fine. You should think about healing at some point.
Well, I'm thinking about it. Trust me. But I'm tough and I have a chumper, and I can't heal right now anyway.
Look at this. Look at this hand.
Oh, the benefit of being down is I draw an extra card.
Yes.
So what do we think? Down or up? I'm gonna stay up because if I go down, we could lose. Right now, we cannot lose with me being up.
Okay.
Oops.
Do I just cancel all these cards?
What do you mean?
I can cancel all the boost cards on me.
I mean, you could. You could. I don't know that you need to, but sure. Well, they're stunned anyway. So, first things first, we had 4 to the main.
Yeah.
Which is scary. Then he tries to attack you, but is stunned. Then he tries to attack me, and I assume you're going to block for me. Or
sure.
Actually, well, I'm tough and all that too. Well, but you want to draw cards and stuff,
Are
right?
you using your stuff to get more tough?
No, I don't have that. I'm flipping down and healing. I'm not.
All right. I'm canceling both your boost cards.
Okay. That was good. And that was good. Okay.
Oh, were they bad? Two.
Two
I
and
mean, that's
three.
pretty good value.
Yeah, absolutely.
He does take a damage, so take 2. Did you heal him for 1?
It did not heal for 1. Sorry. Oh, he only has 19 life left. And you have Night Nurse.
Yes.
Oh, you healed yourself with Night Nurse.
I mean, I figure I should at least be at 10.
I see how you are. I figure I should at least be at 10, which is my max hit points.
Yes.
I like it. I like it, Terence. All right, draw your
I mean,
card.
this young love is maybe something I should actually hold.
I mean,
so
sure.
do I counter punch him?
Yes.
For 3.
You do anything you can that's not an attack. Oh, that's an attack.
I don't know if it is an attack. I don't know if I want like 4 boost cards though.
What do you mean?
For 3 damage to take another boost card?
Oh, it's 4 damage, by the way. It's 4.
Yeah, 4. Like plus like an actual attack on my turn. I don't know. Maybe not.
I mean, I could block for you with tough.
Yeah, but then
Well, then I can't flip down and heal, so it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I think maybe not yet. Right?
I mean, okay, that's your call.
All
right. So you're done.
Mm-hmm. We do have this, I guess, the bell tower, so we can remove damage.
Yeah. So actually, wait a minute. When Venom attacks, but that's retaliate. That's not an attack.
Yep.
So.
All right. Draw your card.
Your first player. Go for it. Flip. Okay, so I'm glad I did not go down.
Do you want me to pirouette punch this?
Well, that's true, because I do want to go down next turn.
Or are you going to just sonic rifle and you don't have it?
I mean, I don't have anything else. It's literally... Yeah, actually, you probably should pirouette punch it. Because the only thing I have to remove more threat is making an entrance, which means, again, I don't heal. Seems to be a theme here. Me not healing.
If you make an entrance...
I could remove their healing card, but I don't know that matters.
It does heal you, though.
It matters for the... But we got to remove 6 from the main scheme. I mean... Or 5. Unfortunately, I wasn't down, so I can't lay down the law, which is unfortunate. All right, where are we at? Flipping mine?
Your card, yeah.
Reveal Venom activates against you. Each boost card turn face up. This activation... No, this is fine, actually. I want to get rid of my tough, because otherwise I'll just lose it on a retaliate or something stupid like that, right?
Yep.
So that's fine. Boom.
I mean, you did ask me to defend for you, for what that's worth.
What, right now?
No, I mean from before. And if you didn't activate, you would have had that tough. But I think it's like you still want to flip down and heal, so...
Yes. No. I absolutely 100% agree. All right, so I'm first player. All right.
Are you doing anything before you flip down?
I don't know what I can do. I mean, making an entrance might be the thing. And do I heal next turn? Or do I save laying down the law? Well, this is...
I mean, making an entrance only allows you to heal 2, right? But then you'd have to burn this down.
Well, hold on. So I'm putting Quake in. That's an obvious first call. I'm real worried about the main. I mean, I thwart for 5. I mean, I could put in a sonic rifle. I mean, I kind of want to put in a sonic rifle. I mean, I kind of want to hold laying down the law, too.
I mean, I think you just ditch making an entrance, put sonic rifle in, and hold laying down the law, right?
Okay. And we just prey on the main?
No, I will thwart.
You're going to thwart this turn?
Cost damage.
Do I not thwart?
No, you heal.
Okay. So I got laying down the law. Let me Genki Lee to see what I get. Double resource seems good. Jefferson Davis will take 1 off of this thing for no reason. Keeps happening. All right. So do you want me to Quake And
Do you just double thwart main for 2? I mean, you might as well, right?
yeah, I mean, because they're gonna die otherwise. So now I technically have 3 chumpers, but I also don't mind attacking with them now. For a final push at the end of the game, they would do 3 damage each, like, and yeah.
So, do I care about Young Love? Maybe not, right?
I mean, not unless you're gonna flip down right now and heal me. But if you do that, we're probably gonna lose the main. So
No, I mean I could stash it, right?
you
For
could.
some later turn. But I wonder if I should just forget that dream.
That's up to you, brother.
Okay, so I think I spend Young Love and I Phantom Flip after this attack. So I'll hit him for 4. And then remove 5 off main.
I mean, that feels way better, right? And now you're ready. You did take the damage?
And then I hit him for another 4, right?
I mean,
and I'll heal myself for 1.
Down to 11 feels good. Did you take 2 more boost cards?
No.
That's a little scary.
You're chumping for me, right?
I can chump for you. Absolutely. No. Why not?
I also have Silk.
I mean, I have Wiccan, who's been sitting here for about 10 hours doing nothing. I keep my energy, right? That seems.
Do I just keep it rolling? Like I just web binding him so he doesn't attack me?
I mean, what are we? Well, I guess Wiccan could then thwart to do some damage. I mean, we could kill him this turn, right? I'm 90% sure we could kill him this turn if we use all our allies. And this bell stays active. So if he doesn't attack, these don't go off, right? Which seems huge for him not removing this. Because the problem, even if we chump, he's going to flip the bell tower. And if we use all our allies with the bell tower, it feels real good. Are we agreed on that?
So what are you saying here?
I'm saying we go.
You put the threat on, right?
I didn't put the threat and I didn't heal. So he heals for 1, and I add 4 threat.
So do you want this reputation for clearing this thing? By the way,
I don't know if we can. We'll see what we can do last turn. I mean, we're pulled in like 20 directions, right? I guess I'm only 2 health short of full, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I can clear that when I flip easily.
Okay.
Oh, I got an acrobatics too, so I can kill the stuff out of them.
Okay.
Yeah, lay down the law, Jack flag. Yeah. All right.
So am I not chumping or am I chumping?
I think you don't chump and you stop him from attacking altogether. Right?
I mean, it's not cheap to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, if...
actually, I can't do it. I don't have the mental to pay for it.
Ah, got it.
So that's not an option.
All right. Well, never mind. Then you chump, or I chump. It doesn't matter. Well, Wiccan might do more damage than 1, right? I mean, in theory, Wiccan should do more damage than 1.
All right. Hopefully, this is not the overkill card. Nope. Remove 1 chime counter from the bell tower, please.
I mean, that's fine.
Remove 2. Remove 1 threat from the main scheme. All right.
4 on the side scheme? Oh, no. That's nothing. All right. So, hold on. No. So, she takes 1 damage. And no. She doesn't take anything yet. First...
No, you're not going to cancel all this damage, dude.
No, first, all this goes on the bell tower. It's not optional. It's a forced interrupt. When they do any amount of damage. That's why I said you cancel the attack. That's what I was saying. Yeah, this has to go first.
So, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 10.
All right, so 6 goes here. I mean, we could have figured that that's just flips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we lose the +1 damage. That's what I was saying. All my allies would have been way better with the +1 damage if you could have canceled. Now, bottom line is you couldn't have canceled there, so it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, you draw a card. Yay. Yes, but canceling would have been great. Or I guess if you had defended yourself, you could have not taken as much damage. But whatever, doesn't matter. All right, where are we at?
He's attacking you, or he's scheming against you.
He's scheming against me, but he's confused, so he's not. All right, your turn.
Oh no, you're first. You're first, actually.
Am I? So we did that in the wrong order?
Yeah.
All right, would not have mattered. You got to be kidding me. You got nothing to cancel this, right?
No, you told me to cancel the advance. I thought I removed that, didn't I, with Silk?
Did we forget to do that again?
I asked you to remove it. I guess we didn't do it.
I did not remove it. All right, so I'll draw a different card. We're sure that was this go around?
Yes.
Okay.
I literally just played there like a few turns ago.
Oh, well, guess what just happened?
See? Good thing we used the bell tower.
Yes. So we'd have to now remove two things. Oh, you can remove anything. We're going to kill him this turn, right? Or no? Well, maybe not anymore. Not without this bell tower.
Audacity, I guess.
Yeah. All right. You good?
Sure.
The question is, do we ring the bell again, which gives us 2 turns instead of 1 to beat it? Or do we just try to beat it this turn? I mean, I don't know what I can do to help beat it this turn, honestly.
To do 12?
I guess we only need 12. I mean, I got 5 I got 4 here, plus whatever.
How much do you want to maximize reputation?
I mean, I would like to, right? I don't care about my 2 health down. Well, let's start with the obvious stuff. Genki Lee, draw a card.
I am first player, by the way, but
that's an action.
So you're removing threat off of that.
Jefferson Davis would remove it off of this.
Do you have a way to remove 2 easily?
No, I don't, unfortunately. So maybe I don't Jefferson Davis yet, and I wait for you to figure out what you're doing.
Well, I mean, I'm not removing 3 threat for sure.
Well, there's no reason to do it now.
Let's see. What can I do? Well, I can attack for 3.
Thomas says, couldn't have used the web shooter with the carrier. For what? I'm thinking. I guess he's saying to cancel web binding. Wait, did we ever do My Shadows of the Past?
No, remember we said.
Oh, you were supposed to remove it. Right. So we added this instead. Right. Okay. Yeah. So there's this new trait on here, which is requirement for web binding. So you have to play a mental resource. I can't use the web shooter for you. You have to use the web shooter for you. If that's what Thomas was talking about. So is your card to web binding, so I couldn't help pay for it with my web shooter.
Let's see, so I will do 3 plus 6. So do you want to ring the bell tower, or you want me to just do 9?
I mean, if you do 9, we win, right?
Yeah, I can just kill him myself.
Well, don't kill him yourself. Or is any of that going to be an action? Get him down to... I mean, if you get him down to 4, I can kill him. So maybe do some thwarting. Or heal yourself. This is where Young Love would have been good, actually.
How about this? I will play both Ghost Kick. Wait, can I afford that?
You have your helicarrier, don't forget.
How do I have 6 cards?
Nobody knows. Oh, you drew for something. Oh, you drew for your web when Silk died.
Oh yeah. Okay. I will attack and ready.
So that's what,
To
3?
trigger both of these.
To trigger both of what?
Ghost Kick and Phantom Flip. So my Phantom Flip will kill off Regenerative Research.
Okay, nice.
And he will be down to 3 health.
Well, when you attacked, it did 3, and then that other ghost flip.
And then 6. So he should be down to 3, because 12
3
minus
health.
9 is 3.
Yeah.
Draw 2 cards. Flip down and then heal to 10.
Yep.
And then I will Night Nurse you to 8.
Yeah, because I don't think I'm gonna. I mean, there's no reason for me to heal. Doesn't even make sense. Well, because honestly, I could Sonic Rifle to an acrobatics to kill it.
Why? You don't need an acrobatics. You just use an ally.
Well, but I'm just saying it won't. If I need allies to thwart this down. Oh, because we're not getting all 15 off the main, I guess. Can we get all 15 off the main?
No.
So if I use Davis and 2 allies, the problem is if I use Wiccan to thwart, I might accidentally kill him. Wouldn't that just be the way? All right. Yeah. So let's think about this, because I might just heal the 1 point of damage myself, right? I know it's only 9, but whatever. All right. So how much can I get off of this? 15.
Save Young Love, but it's fine.
Well, it doesn't matter at this point. So how much can I get off of this 15? I can get 3 for myself, and
plus 8.
2 lay down the laws. I have 3 to lay down the laws.
Really?
The question is, can I? So 1 I can certainly do with a boost. So I can get for sure 10.
I mean, if you do play, that's 12, right? If you play all 3.
I mean, no, that's only 12 if I'm freaking. Well, but then I can't arachnobatics.
Well, the thing also count is when you clear that when I cleared that side scheme, don't you get to draw a card, dude?
Oh, I do get to draw.
Oh no, you're not on hero side. You're not on hero side.
Oh, just kidding. I didn't see what it was. All right.
So if you clear this, you do get to draw.
Oh, I have a web shooter. Okay, so that's at least 4. All right. So we're Jefferson Davising one of these. I'm actually think I'm going to use these 2 heroes. I'm going to do this. I'm just afraid if I Wiccan, he's going to draw a 3 and I have to kill the villain, right?
Well, why don't you just...
So I'm taking...
I mean, at this point, why don't you flip up?
Well, I'm taking 1 off main. So hold on.
Okay.
I took 1 off main. I'm going to flip up.
Do you want to play web shooter first?
Do I need to play web shooter?
I don't know. I don't know how you're paying for your lay down laws.
Okay, so here's 1. Right? So that's 4. Here's 2. That's 4 more. Where did I get this lay down? Oh, that was the top of my deck. There's 2. Another lay down the law. So that's 4 more. So how much is there? 6. So I don't even need anything else. So here's 3 for me. I paid it for lay down the law with whatever I want. So now I just got to get 2 off of this. Can I get Jack Flag in? Just for fun? No, I cannot. Unless... Oh, you have your helicarrier. So you're paying for lay down the law with helicarrier. So that's 3. Then I will Jack Flag. Oh, no, but then I'd be gambling. Never mind.
Why would you be gambling? Jack Flag thwarts, and then they attack for 3.
Oh, do they? Okay, yeah. All right, good call. All right, yeah. So I put Jack Flag in. 1, 2, 3. He comes in and thwarts for 2. Bink, bink.
Now you get a draw card.
I mean, sure. Oh, there's an acrobatics. I cannot afford it, unfortunately. All right, and then boom, boom. But these 2 die, but they kill for 3. All right, so I am 1 hit point down, but that was pretty special, Terence. I feel like that worked out real well. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I mean, I got to full health, so I feel pretty good about that.
We never saw their side scheme, or did we? And we just forgot to remove it from the game. Were any
What
of the
side scheme?
The like
No, they were
tree
boost
or
cards.
whatever. What?
It was a boost card that I remember one time. This one.
I mean, we went through it twice, right?
I mean, it's just so easy when you're drawing that many boosts.
Yeah.
For it to not be in there.
Yeah, so we never got it. Okay, so let's figure out what we record using the condition section. So let's start here.
We only for victory points we only got
1, right?
The public outcry thing.
Okay,
right?
I got that. No side schemes. That's another one. Fewer than 1 acceleration tokens in play. We did not 1 per player. We did not get fewer.
Oh.
We got exactly 1 per player. No defeated identities. We did get that. So we're gonna get something new here. No threat on the main. We did get that. And then no minions in play. We did get that. All right. So not terrible. So each player chooses an aspect card in their collection from any aspect and adds a maximum number of copies of that card by title to their deck for the rest of the campaign. Record the title of that card in their aspect advantage section of the campaign log. Cards chosen this way. All right, so you're getting Skilled Strike?
Yep.
So you're getting 3 copies of Skilled Strike.
Yep.
So this to me sounds like the most anti-Terence thing.
3 ways to ready for 0 cost.
I know, but this is anti-Terence. You said it's never a good idea to get more cards in your deck. You could just take 1 ally.
It just doesn't synergize at all with their deck.
Yeah. So, what are you thinking for me? For
I don't know. Press the advantage. I have no idea. What are you looking for?
Maybe another way to stun. Because I can already confuse a lot.
There aren't that many besides drop kick or tackle. Or a Mockingbird, but that's not an aspect.
Yeah. I mean,
press the advantage, honestly, is not that terrible, but I don't know if that synergizes well with how you play, but it's just, if they're stunned or confused, you get draw a card, right? For 1.
How about a cool ally? Are there any cool allies from an aspect that I would want? I mean, I know I love Iron Fist, but I don't need... He's too expensive.
So expensive.
Yeah. What are some cool, cheap allies? Oh, why don't I just take, what's her name? Leadership ally. What's her name?
Maria Hill?
Maria Hill. What do you think?
Sure.
I mean, that's like an obvious, easy one, right? Maria Hill. I feel like that's no harm, no foul. It's 1 card to my deck that replaces itself. Yeah. So that seems good. So what bad thing do we get? Now during setup in player order, each player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion, put that minion into play, engage with themselves. So you get to pick, though, the minion. So that's why I don't think it's that bad. And it gets 2 off of the public outcry right at the beginning of the game. So that's why I said it's a bad for you, but it's not really. It just slows your momentum a little bit and not even necessarily slows you down much. Kind of gives you something to do first turn. So I actually, even though these are quote unquote bad things on this side, I don't know that they're that bad. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, they don't seem that terrible. They're not as punishing, I think, as Galaxy's Most Wanted.
Oh, for sure, no.
But, I mean, what's interesting is I think I think it's a good thing that they've done, but they have this pattern in this campaign where if you're playing an expert, the cards do more things, which is interesting.
So Thomas says multiple man. He's great for the next villain, but I can add multiple man myself because you're allowed to edit your deck.
Multiple man is protection,
and it's protection. That's what I'm saying. So I need something out of aspect. Oh, I'm not protection. You are right. I'm an idiot. But he's also 4. So I don't love the 4 cost. Yeah, I think Maria Hill's fine. Okay. So, we'll do a short post-stream discussion. I have a topic.
You're not at 9, right? You're at 8.
Oh, you are correct. Let me fix that. And actually, before I forget, let me do this. So let us save the object. And I'm going to put an A before it so it pops up right at the beginning of my list. A Sinister Motives campaign log. That's the only thing we need to record, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because we didn't do any community services. So record each identity's remaining hit points. You had already done that. Sweet. All right. So we're done with the campaign stuff. Let's go back to the Sinister Motives box so we have a pretty backdrop for our discussion here. All right, so let me get out of studio mode, do this. Whoa, Terence, I made you huge.
Can't see it, so I'll trust you.
Trusting me is not necessarily the best thing to do. Okay. All right, let's talk about all right, well, first of all, do you want to comment on Sinister Motives?
Thomas said multiple man.
What was that?
Just because it has those minions that you want to hit for 1.
Gotcha.
And if you overkill, you then get the things.
Yeah, I still think I'm good with where we're at. All right. So here is my thought. What are your thoughts on Sinister Motives so far through 2 campaigns? I mean, you haven't played through the full campaign yet on your own. I know you're at the end, but just first 2 villains so far. Any quick thoughts on them? Because we're going to do our full thoughts after the campaign. But
I like them a lot, actually. Like, the mechanics are different. I actually don't think Venom is a roll in the park. At least it wasn't for me, especially as Ghost Spider, because my thwarting in true solo, at least, is not super great. Like, you're really relying on those phantom flips and a few allies here and there.
Sure.
And so, I mean, he hits hard, and
well,
you know, like,
expert is much harder because of the retaliate, for sure.
The retaliate hits really hard because it punishes Ghost Spider for needing to attack. And then, you know, the public outcry, I think, like, really, he can attack more than once, and, like, he can really throw off your planning. And so that need to flip, and 10 is high, but not that high when you're dealing with potentially more than 1 boost card.
Yeah, I mean, I just chumped. You know me. I'm a big fan of chumping.
But that's also dangerous, too, because he has that attachment that gives him overkill on the boost, right? So, like, chumping is not safe.
Well, and the more boost cards he has. Well, honestly,
yeah, exactly.
So you and I played very differently than I played in my solo game. And to be fair, my solo game was on standard, right? So that's going to make a difference. But what I did is I never, ever, ever attacked without having the bell rung. So, like, I would have 4 boost cards, but I would also have 6, 8, 10 thread on the bell or whatever. So, like, I didn't care. Like, I would still be almost like a normal attack. In fact, a lot of times it felt like it was weaker than a normal attack. And I was always doing +1 damage. So I never, ever did 1 point of damage to Venom when the bell was not flipped. And not only not flipped, but not flipped with, like, a substantial number on it. So that's why I think We did not do that today, right? So I think we had to have more clever plays because of that. But
I feel like you also can't time it super. Like, I don't know, expert's just way harder.
Yes, of course.
I think they definitely did that in this campaign. Like, expert's way harder, but not like insurmountable harder, which I think, at least up to the point I've played so far, like it's definitely a challenge. I think like public outcry just makes a massive difference. And so I think you just can't stall nearly as much, especially if your character can't thwart very well.
Yeah. So Thomas, going back to that multiple man comment, he said he's great for the next villain. You get one out and all the other ones come out. Yeah, I have never, and I want to. I've never made a multiple man deck where
Wasp is the one.
So why Wasp specifically?
Because Girl GIRL allows you to shuffle mental cards back into your deck. So if at any point you discard a multiple, and they're mental. So if you discard a multiple man, you can shuffle them back in and to make sure you can at least get 2, if not 3, out.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a protection. We'll show that off at some point. All right. And then Thomas also says the last one's insane. Well, we're not going to talk about the last one yet because we're not through the campaign. But yes, the last villain is insane in the campaign. They definitely turned it up to 11 on the last one for sure. So I will personally say though, I still think I find Sandman harder unless you are protection. I almost feel
I didn't play protection. I did okay.
I guess I didn't defend very much against Sandman. Or maybe I did. I don't remember. I just found Sandman harder on all 3 of my times through. Like, today, we could have lost it a couple points, but I never felt as scared as I did during, like, Sandman plays, I feel like.
I mean, our Sandman, we were not on the brink of losing. I felt like Venom was way harder for us.
Yeah, well, I guess you did a good job of protecting.
I did bring a protection deck.
Yeah, I mean, indirect damage, though, it's just so weird. I guess for me specifically, because I tend to chump a lot.
I mean, I think that's why you have to have it, because, or else everyone just chumps. So you kind of need some anti-chumping tech.
Yeah, no, I don't mind it as a villain. Like I said, I just thought for me it was harder. Sandman was a harder villain.
Yeah, I mean, I've only played with Ghost Spider against Sandman, and she defends for 3 and get ready. So
yeah, I mean, correct.
But he also doesn't hit super hard either. He hits average, which does not mean he's a pushover, but
right. But nobody hits average and indirect at the same time. And it feels like, and maybe I'm wrong on this, that he has some things that boost his attack, and he has some things that beyond the normal gang ups or whatever that have him attack. I just felt like that damage was constantly an issue for me with Sandman.
Yeah, well, I mean, just looking at this deck, you're running like 0 healing though, and you never run.
Well, don't forget, I played out of the box decks. Well, the first time I played.
You also don't play your double life, which is actually your healing card, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I need to think of double life as: a 1 resource cost card that heals me for 4. I mean, anybody would play that ever, and I never do. By the way,
I mean, I feel like double life would have me put downtime in Miles' deck.
Oh, yeah. So which one's downtime? That's the one that
plus 2 recovery.
Yeah.
I mean, it like in addition to that, it also means that like 6 side scheme that you have to use recovery means you can do it in 1 shot with 6 recovery.
It's pretty good. Yeah, that's a good call.
But you just seem to hate healing, so I don't know what the deal is.
Well, I mean, when you become tough all the time, what do you need healing for? Come on. All right. So one other thing I wanted to talk about today was dying on purpose.
I see you tried to do that.
We never die, Terence. And we've certainly lost.
The penalty for dying in campaigns are higher than standalone.
I'm not talking about campaigns now. I'm talking about one-offs. So I'm playing with my son today. This is where this comes from. We're playing against Kang. And in the second stage, he doesn't listen to me. And he ends up dying because he went all out attack instead of thwarting, like to not kill his Kang, right?
Didn't Steve do this to you when you were playing
Steve
Kang?
did this too, but he did die, but I don't know that it was as blatant a thing. Now, to be fair, my son had 9 health and just got awful flips and whatever else.
I mean, Kang's base attack is like 4 or something, right? Sometimes.
Well,
which are the...
his base attack was 2 + 1 for each obligation. It was the second Kang.
Yeah.
And he had 2 obligations. Now we retconned it, and he got rid of one of them because I'm like, if you're gonna stay up, let's at least get rid of one of those obligations because he had a card that he could have done it before he flipped up because he was down the turn before. But I was like, if you lose a scheme, it's not the worst thing, right? Like, it's literally just 1 extra card for the last thing. If you die, you're dead forever. Now, he was full health, but he had like 4 cards flipped up in front of him. So I was like, you're going to draw all those cards. Like, I don't care if you lose the scheme. I don't want you dying here. And he just drew like a +3.
That is what they said on the stream, was it is better to lose to threat on stage 3 than it is to die.
Yeah, well, here's the other thing. This is why it was a big issue. The villain had 2 +2 attack cards with overkill. That was the big issue. So he attacked for 2 himself, plus an extra 4, so that's 6, with overkill, so can't chump it. And he was playing Star-Lord with 1 defense, right? So, like, that was the issue. I was like, stay down and lose.
Seems on theme there.
What was that?
He gambled and he did not roll a critical hit.
To be fair, it was partially my fault. Earlier in the game, he had a choice of discarding his boots or discarding his something else. Whenever he lost a Guardian, he drew a card or something like that. Or whenever he played a Guardian, he drew a card, which was a 3 cost.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, and I told him to discard the boots. That was my fault, not thinking ahead, because I was protection. So I was like, oh, not a big deal. Just get rid of the boots. You haven't used them once this game. Yeah, that was a mistake. I mean, again, he went from 8 health to literally almost 0 on 1 attack, and then he drew something with an indirect damage, or with a plink of 1. Like, literally. He went down to 1 health, because he drew a +3 on the attack, of course.
Yeah, like when I pirouette punched the freaking 1 damage off of you, felt real bad.
Thomas says the problem was he was playing Star-Lord. I mean, my son loves Star-Lord, and that's what made him like the game. We were playing Standard also. We only play Standard.
I mean, that seems fair when you're playing with your kid.
Yeah. I mean, I want him to love the game, and I want him to keep coming back. So Standard definitely the way to go for us. But my thought is, and it made me think, because the penalty is bad, but it's not awful for dying, right? And let's go away from campaign here, because obviously it's going to be worse in campaign. But, like, if you die at the end of a game, it's way better to, like, if I have a choice, okay, do I flip down or not? If I flip down, we're taking a chance. If not, I might die. But, like, if I die and you're going to be able to kill him next turn anyway, who cares? And I don't think we ever think that way. No, I don't know if it's ever that cut and dry, where it's like, oh.
I don't think it's usually that cut and dry.
But I think it's always better to take the chance of dying rather than take the chance of losing on scheme. Right?
Well, I also feel like it depends on how far into the game you are.
No, this is the very end. I'm just talking last turn, known last turn, or, you know, because we've had situations where we're like sweating the last turn before, like, oh, I hope we don't draw an advance or whatever. And I feel like,
but usually that's also because we're on hero side too.
Maybe, but I feel like sometimes like we think the safe play is to flip down, and maybe it's not. Because I'd just rather die than flip down. Because if I die, who cares? Because you don't get all my cards in front of me, I don't think. I think you only get minions in front of me. So if I have, like, again, playing Star-Lord, 5 cards, treachery card, or whatever they're called, not treachery cards, you know what I'm saying.
Obligations?
No, not obligations. The what are those things? Just the cards, face down
The
cards,
face down encounter cards,
encounter cards. Right. So if I have 5 encounter cards in front of me and I'm Star Lord,
and you die.
it's probably better for me to die than to.
I mean, you might get those encounter cards. I don't know what the ruling is on that.
I looked today and it looks like it said you. And again, I think this was the latest thing when somebody dies because I had to look it up. Because it doesn't happen that often. You get the minions in front of them is what it says, and then it says discard all the other cards in front of that player. Thomas says if you don't have anything in front of you, right? So minions, of course, is where it gets tricky. But I don't know. I mean, it's after playing how many games of this have we played? 600, something like that. I mean, not on stream, obviously, but I mean, after playing hundreds of games of this each, is this something you ever considered?
Dying? Yeah. I mean, it's a tactic from Lord of the Rings that we've done. It's just like if you can basically get the last mile and it costs a player, then you still do it. But part of it's also like, even if you could win, but it's like 5 turns away from winning, no one wants to sit through 5 turns.
Oh, no. Right? I totally agree with that.
So like even if like that was the better long-term call, like it's just not the fun call. So oftentimes you don't do it, even if it's like the right call, right?
No, and I definitely would not do it in that situation.
I think, at least in Lord of the Rings, I think we only usually make that call when it's like 1 to 2 turns away. Like we know we can probably go like all or nothing. Like it doesn't mean you're gonna get the win, but like it's either win or lose kind of thing, and you're willing to sacrifice a player for it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's pretty amazing that I never thought of that until today after playing hundreds of games of this. I've never once said the safer play is to stay up. Now, again, it's partially because I play a lot of solo. So in solo, it's 50. It doesn't matter, right? Like that is not a safer play. You lose or you lose. But in multiplayer, it is sometimes like if you have to take a chance, you take a chance on losing a player instead of taking a chance on threading out on scheme, I think. So it was just something I thought about today, which I had never thought about before. So
I've thought about it before, but it's I feel like it's really hard to predict a lot of those things too in our games. Like it definitely crosses my mind, but it's like oftentimes you just can't. There's just so many cards that come up, right?
Sure. I mean, that's certainly part of it. Yeah, and Thomas points out, yes, if you die, all your minions flock over to the other player. But it's just the minions, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I just read it in the rules reference today that way. And just as a reminder for people out there who don't know this, the threat stays the same and the life on the villain stays the same as if you had 2 players or however many players, as if that player was still alive.
Yeah, that's kind of the tough part is why like you can't do it for a long time, right? So like
yes,
it is still very risky unless you really see that last mile.
Well, it's less risky on the threat-ish because they actually still accelerate as if there are 2 players too. But I still feel like it gives you more time on the threat because you're only potentially drawing 1 advance card per turn or whatever. I don't know. In the situation we're in now, it feels like the threat is... I am happier because of the number of acceleration tokens we have. Because the other thing...
Well, I guess like if you are worried about losing to threat, you're sacrificing a player, it probably means your scheme is not in a good spot either. So that extra, like, because you're accelerating at 2 players... You're not buying yourself a ton of headroom, most likely, if you're making that call, right?
Well, so, like, we beat the villain's first phase. Again, my son beat the villain's first phase while there were 3 side schemes out. So we got 3 acceleration tokens on turn 1. Or, not turn 1, but after the first stage of Kang. And I'm like, maybe we should remove those first. He's like, nah, and just blew him away. So, I mean...
Father like son.
I mean, yeah, I'm exactly the opposite, though. I don't blow stuff away. I literally will sit there and thwart for the 27th turn when I could have killed him like 5 turns ago.
But you also are like pretty anemic about the like acceleration side schemes. You're just like, Just throw it down Maine.
Well, I mean, that's you and I have a yes. It depends how early they come out. But anyway, Terrence, I know this has been long. Well, I mean, our streams are normally long, but I don't want to take up too much time with the after talk. I'm going to try to keep that as short as possible, especially when we talk for 20 minutes before the game starts about music. So, all right, everybody. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks, Terrence, for leaving your wedding early tonight. And I look forward to playing. Are we back to Friday next week? Are we actually on a normal schedule for a little bit?
At least for 2 weeks, I think. And then I'm heading out on a trip for work.
Cool. All right. So next Friday, sounds like we're going to be playing against the next villain, which you will see in the show title for next time. We're not going to spoil it now. We'll do the comic at the beginning of the next one. So thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye.